You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
You talk about a place where the people are carefree living. It is such a place of fun loving, spraying and petting. This the land where people don't care if Ash Wednesday fall on Good Friday. Man, they love the struggle in this happy go lucky way. It's Blockorama, Petorama, and just now is Masorama. So the foreigner come for carnival, and he telling himself after he had a ball. Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise. It's a foreigner in La Trinity, the people have a carnival mentality. Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise. They are not serious, very few conscious. So I cannot agree with my own chorus. Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise. But I hear some people talking about revolution day, changes on the way. They're born in a land, the better part is controlled by the alien. They fill the pockets of Portuguese, Chinese and Syrian. Trinidadians is who should own land. Now is the time to make the land their possession, for their sense of taste could just trace. So all them fancy showcase. So the businessman, he blow their mind, and his dollars, them got to find. Trinidad is nice for men like Sabda, Kapilani, Mirage, and White Dilemma. Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise. Business expanding, more banks begging, so is the capitalists and them who should sing. Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise. And like the slave masters want to bring back the whip, and the chorus singing like they on a trip. Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise. But I hear my sister talking about revolution day. I am on the way.
And of course, let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Yes. It's in the village with the DAG Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 9 p.m. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 9 p.m., boy. And Diana, Waveney, Benskin, McDonald, boy. I play one of your favorite Tuesday, boy.
No.
What is that one? Trinidad is nice. Trinidad is up. What is that? Where is that?
No. You thought no. Barbados is nice. Barbados is a paradise.
Nah. Benskin, I gotta jump to them. It's just gonna be Diana Benskin, boy. It's just gonna be BB. No. Let me bring Tommy in here, man. No. Tommy.
Good evening, family. Good evening.
Tommy, where's that one, boy?
I don't know, but I could tell you one thing for sure. All of them gonna be singing the blues at every turn. Anytime they get a serious hiccup, all you need is one natural disaster in any part, and that's it. You see how,
Hey!
hey,
Didn't you see? Didn't you see PM Motley come out and trying to bring unity? Watch it! Watch it! Watch
yeah,
it! Watch it!
I truly appreciate what she's doing,
Watch
but
it! Watch it!
I
Watch it!
could,
Like the crab in the barrel mentality you
the
come in
talk,
with.
You see, but the talk, I can't take no more talk. I want action from them now. I want them to start to formulate a plan for a true unity. I want to see one currency and one overarching system.
Tommy, Trinidad is nice. Trinidad is a paradise. Where's that one?
Barbados
Barbecue
is
Yeah.
thing that's from
nice.
long time ago. Where's that?
Barbados is a paradise.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no.
In
Trinidad ain't
in
nice.
19
Trinidad ain't no paradise.
in
Where's that one?
1962, Jamaica was the boss. That Jamaica was the boss of bosses as far as they were concerned. That's why Buster was able to get a referendum to throw the federation under the bus because Jamaica was first, second, last, and everything else for the Caribbean. Today, how things turn out. I
Mm.
rest my case, Your Honor.
Nah, man, but Trinidad, one time when I was in college, right? I I used to do t-shirts and things. So I do a t-shirt called Trinidad is a paradise, right? And I walk it on Frederick Street. But a man come up, hey, just where? Will you see the paradise? Will you see what paradise? Will you see the paradise? I said, boy, I went back to my car, boy, and I humble myself. I said, boy, that is it. The fella vexed with me, boy, he mad. He asked
Take
me
off
where I
your
see that
shirt.
paradise.
Take off that
Eh?
shirt.
Yeah, boy, take off that shirt, boy. You too patriotic. You's a mad man, oh. Boy, go from here with that, eh? Boy, the man, I so vexed. I said, boy, I gone, yes, not me, boy. I afraid. Remember Chugga sing that song, Afraid, Carl? I
You
afraid too
afraid,
bad,
Carl?
boy. Yeah. Rose, a pleasant good evening to you. Rose was inside early tonight, boy, 6:11 p.m. But Rose says she had to go and do
We,
something with her family.
we got
So,
a new person in here come in. Lollipop. I ain't taking no
oh
blasted
God,
vaccine.
lollipop, eh, where Takesha? Takesha inside here?
Yep,
Takesha
yep.
inside here? She inside?
Yeah, Takesha, yeah.
Oh yeah. Takesha, you're inside, girl. What tax? You're inside. Oh my God.
Jackie.
Yeah. Yeah, little one owner. Yeah, little one
Oh
owner.
Lord.
Oh God, he start early tonight. He start.
Put
Oh
he
God.
put the emojis up and he just
Yeah,
waving. He ain't saying
yeah,
nothing. I tell him,
yeah.
yeah. Zip
I
your lip.
wonder. Yeah, I wonder to jump in this chat, boy. I hate to deal with this. Yes, man. Oh God. Oh God.
Buck 'em hard. Buck 'em hard.
Yeah, Curtis
Hello, buck 'em
Montessar.
hard.
Yeah, Curtis Montessar, welcome, boy. Curtis
Hello,
Montessar from
Rose.
Chumaka, okay? Wolverine inside, boy. X-Men, boy. Right? Pancake inside. I mean, nuts cake inside, boy.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. He gonna kill you.
Nuts cake, you're inside, boy. You're inside. You miss run. You miss run. Yeah, but Wolverine inside, all right. Albert Montano, boy. Albert, welcome. We're straight out of Canada, boy. Albert, how's the weather like in Canada? Raj V, boy, you're inside, Raj. You're inside. Diana Benskin. Oh, no, Diana is one of the hosts. Caris, you're inside, girl. You're inside big time. What acts?
But
Lolly. You
who's
see,
South
got one
Regiment?
there.
Who is
You
South
got one.
Regiment for one
You
online
got
radio
one.
experience?
No,
You
that's
got
me.
one
That's
there.
me. That's my
Okay.
first internet. Yeah, that's my first internet radio program I ever started in Southern Mayport.
You got one in here. Lollipop. You see, hi, Lolly. Everybody, welcome Lollipop to the village.
Lollipop, boy.
Lord.
Lollipop. Where you where get a
Lollipop.
lollipop on them from?
Lol.
Haley inside you.
I don't know where to get these names from, boy. Lollipop.
That is the only PM in the West Indies. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Everybody welcome Lollipop.
Welcome Lollipop.
Hey, Lollipop.
Lollipop, you're not a person named Popsicle?
Oh, Lord. I have a complaint.
But Diana, 1 minute. 1 minute. What is them emojis he be putting up, boy?
Who? Ron?
Yeah.
He said 100% looking.
You what? 100% looking for?
Looking, yeah. He looking, not saying nothing because he don't want to get into trouble.
Oh, he's just saying, oh. All right.
So,
you
Diana,
know what? I feel like Marjorie, you know.
Oh, that might
That's
be
Marjorie. So to always put online with the experience, that to be Marjorie. Marjorie, welcome, girl. Marjorie in Mexico. We have a person from Mexico that don't speak Spanish. Marjorie, ¿cómo está? ¿Dónde está? ¿Qué eres?
She all over his star.
Yeah. You know, Marjorie is the original, was originally in the village in Ansaman Marjorie, you know.
And the storm came through and blew Marjorie out of town.
Yeah. Not skate.
Yeah, but
what not skate complaining about?
I don't know.
What are you complaining about? I feel he
but Storm,
yeah.
Storm, you were saying you wanted to come by a plane?
Hey,
don't go there with me here. Today I'll be back. Listen.
She wanted to do what? She wanted to come by a plane?
Complain or come to
Ron starting on you already. Caliente la boca wall. He said, shut up your mouth wall. Shut up your mouth. Yeah, shut up your mouth wall.
Caliente.
It's not caliente, it's cayete.
Look at that. The boy can't speak. You see, boy? You boy, the reason I say call him little Ron Horner, go and sit in your corner. You can't even speak the people language. You put caliente. What is that?
It's cayete la boca.
Look at that. And you, boy.
Listen, I have a complaint.
He said hot.
I have a complaint.
Go ahead.
A male B by
wait. Before this thing go too fast. Wait a minute. Let me say hello to JB. JB Appa, you inside. Buck him hard. Hey, buck him hard. I know a fella named Buck him soft. You know him?
Oh.
No, I just want to know. Just asking.
Look, Ron. Once you get the message, let the faces again. Let the faces.
What is them faces?
I don't know.
Anybody could read Ron language for us, please, because he's talking our foreign language. Hey, cheese sticks inside.
Not scared. Wanna ask Marjorie where you get that sugar?
Hey, you see? Hey, only leave Marjorie alone, you know. Marjorie's American. Marjorie gonna hold it talking about it. Marjorie in Mexico. Yeah, there we go, Marjorie. Caliente. Yeah. Ron, look, see Mexico. She telling you what it is. It's caliente. You put
it's
caliente.
Not caliente.
Caliente.
Cayete, C-A-L-L-E-T-T.
No, but she said
Cayete la boca. No, that's Caris. Caliente is hot. From calor.
Hey, wait now. They say, why all you ranking up on the man for? He's a voice for we in Trinidad. Ron is other voice? Hey, Gary, welcome, boss.
You're Trinidad in trouble.
Yeah, both Trinidad.
I have a complaint.
Hold on. Gary, welcome, man.
Hey, the Phantom's in the house.
Phantom album.
Yeah. Just hello to everybody. You guys hear me?
Yeah,
we in a loud and clear.
Diana big glasses ain't walking
Welcome,
good. She ain't tell me good night, Ansler. Yeah, not scared. I think he's yeah. You ain't not scared, you know. You some kind of
tomato.
Yeah.
Cashew nuts.
Tomato, who cares?
Yeah.
Tomato, yes.
Oh,
I
Lord.
have a complaint. Nobody want to hear my complaint?
Yeah, go ahead now. Where do you complain?
A male bee bite me today.
A male what?
Bee.
B?
How
Yeah.
you know it's a male?
Because
How you know it's a male?
he left the thing in my neck.
Oh, my.
Wait, wait now. Let me call Trevor Sears to find out if there's a
Oh, Lord.
Trevor Sears. You can
Oh, Lord.
You gotta send that beat to Trevor Sears, you know. You know, Trevor Sears know your animals too bad, you know. I mean, you know, whatever it is, you know. Trevor Sears know them, you know. Yeah.
Takesha is asking what we talked about Philip Alexander's address today.
Oh. Hey, watch yourself, Ron. Watch yourself.
We go deal with Philip just now, Takesha. Hey, look who coming, Cheese Stick. But you see, Cheese Stick just coming, very pleasant. He said, good night, Gary, Anselm, Diana, Tony, and the rest of the chat. Right? When the powder come in, when the little powder come in, the first thing I do is pout. You understand? You don't even say good night, you know, ladies and gentlemen in the chat and pour a little few people name. You know what I mean? God, boy.
Rajri, Wall Street will mess all the president make for them. That ranks, you know. That is ranks, you know.
In
You gotta bring me on the show. In Afghanistan.
Inside, boy. Ulrich inside. Good night, Ulrich. You see, as soon as Ulrich and them come, you gotta say good night to them, you know. Hey, Vonnie, you bad boy. Vonnie, you back inside, boy. What happened? Like you went to the UNC meeting. You went to the UNC meeting the other night.
Wait, not scared see the B song in gay?
Oh, Lord.
Why the bee had to be gay that sting me? I'm a female.
Oh the hell
Wolverine want to know, Diana, how you know it's a male from a female?
Because I left the thing in me.
What? You left what?
The stinger.
Oh, I thought you said left the thing in me. It left. Oh God! Yeah. Bonnie Roberts say you had an early sleep on Tuesday.
My dog. Hello, my dog said he invisible. Hello, my dog.
Oh yeah. Hey, my dog. Hello, my dog. How are you?
You better join Victor Roberts tonight.
Yeah, my dog. You see the crazy puppy? Oh God! Well, yeah.
Where Buckham Hart saying 9 months ago, no.
Oh God! Lollipop. You know,
hey,
I see Lollipop how to be related to them, you know. Same note of poison.
Hard. He sting me in my neck here, right here, the left side of my neck. I was going to my mailbox and it sting me in my neck. How am I gonna know what I gonna do in 9 months? Retarded. 9 months ago, no.
I know. Yeah, where Lana gone?
I don't know.
Yeah, we didn't see that. Dana, Wolverine said his stinger was in the front.
Oh Lord, Wolverine.
Let me bring our first guest, eh? Let me bring our first guest, eh? Because you might get fed up of listening to all these things here. We going back and forth here. Yeah. Let me say a special hello to Mr. Vincent Nero. How you doing, sir? Welcome
to Indie Village with the Dan and the crew.
Yeah, welcome to Indie Village with the DAG Triplets and WZYE 95.9 FM. Of course, the D is Diana. She's considered to be the Storm. The A is Anselm. They call him Flash or Wall Street or whatever name other people may say. And then G is Gary.
Anselm.
Yeah, but then for like the normal as Wall Street, they don't really plenty people in Trinidad don't know as Anselm born. They just
don't worry with them, you know, Anselm. Tell them, ask them if they know where honeymoon ground is.
Nah, they don't know where that is. They will think it's a honeymoon.
All right. If they don't know where honeymoon ground is, tell them don't worry with you.
Yeah. I gotta tell my partner and that. Hey, Marjorie inside there. Marjorie, who? Yeah, and of course the G is Gary. Gary is considered to be the phantom, and we have another person, Tommy. Tommy is considered to be the outside child, or the ladies in the chat call him the love child. So welcome to In the
Okay.
Village with the DAG Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM, and we are glad to have you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much, Slim, Diane, and the crew.
Vonnie Roberts say honeymoon is in Tanapuna.
Oh Lord.
Tell him come again.
Yeah. Vonnie boy, you're like the West Indies boy. You open and you're like Powell boy. You make a duck. But avec the West Indies too bad boy. West Indies join Pakistan in the test boy. Everybody in the chat, please say hi to Marjorie. Please say hi to Marjorie.
Hello, Marjorie.
Marjorie joining us from Mexico.
Welcome, Marjorie. Welcome.
Yeah, she can't speak Spanish, but she's in Mexico. But Vincent, we are so glad to have you here. And because you have a program, I saw that you, with some pictures, I saw some of the electrical things that the kids were doing. And I think that's such a great thing. So talk a little bit about that program first.
Well, Anselm, one of the things is that I am an advocate of technical vocational education. And, you know, we have a curriculum where we heavily skewed towards academia. Nothing wrong with that, huh? A lot of young men and women are falling through the cracks because they learn through skills. So what I've started in Maracas Valley, where I came from, is that I started a program up there where I'm encouraging young people, male and female, to come into the program where I teach them practical electrical. You know, I want them to get a sense where they practice on the board, and I do something called continuous assessment, and then we move on. So I offer them a program where I start off with 60 contact hours, and I work with them in small groups because one, it's the right thing to do, and two, we have to do our social distancing and all that.
So
Mr. Nero, you
go ahead, Tommy.
Yeah, Mr. Nero, you do just electrical or electronics too?
No, well, I can do electronic, but I started out with electrical to meet that construction side of the industry, because what happened, I am a retired school teacher now, and I have gone back into the electrical business, and I am finding that most of the brothers who are working with me are over 60 years. So what I am doing, I'm trying to develop skills of young people so that I could send them out on jobs. You understand? Okay. But electronics is going to come. But right now I'm doing construction, commercial and domestic electricity. If they want industrial, then I'm going to do a module in industrial also.
So what are the different age groups? What are the age groups in this program? Is it for anyone?
Okay, well, what I do, I start from 15 years. Once you're 15 years, I take you into the program, and you could go up to 60 years, because I have a lady came in, she has retired, and she wants to do electrical, but she wants to be able to identify problems around her house because she rents out property and all that. So she wants to know, when she calls in an electrician, she could tell him what the problem is, and then when he's pricing, she could understand, well, I'm getting value for money. So you could be from 15 to 60 once you have health and you are disciplined enough.
Is what you're doing a thing of the past in Trinidad and Tobago, as far as, you know, these type of what I can call it, you know,
trade?
These type of trade. Yeah, these type of trade and workshop. If it's a thing of the past in Trinidad and Tobago, where people are not really interested in this type of trade no more, because I believe that, you know, if you're an entrepreneur and you have your own trade, you can make lots. You could feed a whole family just on a trade of your own.
Well, and let me see, again, we have to sit down and dissect the whole thing. There are 11 branches of electricity, okay? If one gets into electricity and you understand the principle, you could go into house wiring, commercial wiring, industrial, auto electrical. Now they have electric cars coming in, and the principle is the same. You understand? So there is a lot of money to be made in electrical technology. Once you are guided properly, and what I'm trying to do, because teaching electricity is nothing in Trinidad. What I'm doing is offering guidance to young people to show them how lucrative the trade is, but you have to be worth your weight in gold.
How long does it take for a person to become somewhat proficient that they can actually go out and start to do a job? How long does it take for a person to actually learn that they can go out and do a job?
I have a couple guys who have finished the first 60 hours, and they cannot wire a full house yet, but they understand circuitry, because what I do, so let's say after 60 contact hours, to answer your question, a youngster could go out there and correct a lighting circuit, they could correct a water heater circuit, they could repair a circuit outlet, you understand? Because they understand the principle, the safety that is involved. Because what I do with them, I teach them how to do it, and then I teach them to troubleshoot step by step.
Oh, that's really fantastic, you know. And how long have you been doing this now? Great, Tommy.
Mr. Nero, yeah. What I want to ask you is that those that you're training, are you able to get them certified?
Well, what happened right now, I'm working through the National Training Agency. That's the body in Trinidad that is responsible for certifying technical vocational practitioners. So right now I am working with them so we could get the CVQ1 and CVQ certificate for the youngsters. But because when I called them, I told them that I had the program. They said, do not stop the program. Just come on board. Let them work with me to get the center approved, and then the certificate going to follow. So the answer to that question is yes, they're going to be getting a certificate, but I'm working on it.
Great.
You know, go ahead, Tommy.
No, that's it. I'm saying that's a great thing.
Does the government play any part in your program?
No, not as yet. What happened? The Minister of Education is the representative for St. Anne's East. And when I started the program, I got on to her because St. Anne's East, Maracas Falls in St. Anne's East. And she told me, you know, right now was the COVID, because I started in 2021, 2020 of October. And she told me, well, when things settle down, she's going to get back to me. But right now, everything is under lockdown. So once she told me that, I went ahead, but I'm planning to get back to her because I hear school is going to open sometime in September.
Okay, so
my program is self-funded, you know, it's tough, but I'm going. And let me know when we hit the road or we hit the road.
You know, I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. You know what I mean? And you know, I know the type of person that you are. You know. So where do you see, what is your goal for the program? What's your big goal for the program? If you had to say you want 3 things that the program, you know, could achieve, what are those 3 things you will say?
Well, one of the things I want to see more young people embracing electrical technology. 2, I want to see women involved. And 3, I want to see more licensed practitioners. I don't know, for some reason, people feel a licensed electrician is somebody who has to go to heaven and come back. A license is easy to get. Every good electrician and Sliman company should have a license. And that's what I want. I want to see more women in technology. I want to see more young men in technology. And then I want to see more licensed practitioners.
Excellent. You know, it is, I think, because my brother, when we grew up in Chumaka, Claventon, my brother was a tailor and an electrician. And
wonderful.
The way how we survived was on him making clothes for people. You know, and when he came to this country, he kept on being an electrician. And, you know, he worked in one of those big unions in Queens, you know, as an electrician.
Wonderful.
You know, so I know what those trades can do for a lot of people.
And Slim, and to go a step further, people in electrical could now start to think about solar energy. You understand?
Correct. Yeah.
So the trade is getting better. If you are into electricity, you could get into solar energy and make a life for yourself. Because when I was locked down during the first part of the COVID pandemic in Maryland, I saw a lot of solar energy in Maryland, and it is fascinating. You know, I said, but I could do this, and I'm trying to encourage youngsters now to start thinking solar and renewable energy, because this trade is fantastic, man. It's fantastic.
Yeah, and I want to say, man, kudos to you, for trying to get
Thank
these
you.
kids to have a trade, because I think with a trade, nobody can take that away from you. And it's not everybody, is a person who want to go to school and open a book and learn and, and want to do the 10 times tables and the 9 times tables and calculate.
Brother, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Today I was talking to a customer of mine, and I was telling them, when you go to the government service and they make you a permanent secretary, right? When you retire, they take that away from you,
Right.
I was a school teacher, and when I retire, I was a former school teacher, but as an electrician, a carpenter, mason, nobody takes that away from you. You're born a mason, you remain a mason until God say you're a mason no more. An electrician, you're an electrician every single day of your life.
It's a lifetime thing. It's a lifetime thing.
Yeah, nobody could take that. They could take away they could take away a prime minister job, a leader of opposition, but they can't take away a trade from you. That's what I want to say.
Yeah.
Well,
man,
if I was living in Trinidad, I was coming straight to you.
Well, when you come to Trinidad, come straight to me. Make sure and meet me, When Diane comes down, she could find me.
I appreciate what you're doing, man. I deeply appreciate it. It's something like I'm enjoying, and that's enjoying what I'm seeing that you're talking about.
Thank you very much.
This
Thank you.
This is something very critical.
Why you calling me a Callaloo, Vincent?
You see you? I will deal with you off air,
Oh Lord!
Hey, Vince, watch yourself, They have a big cookie broom, a Barbados cookie broom.
No bother with she. I want to be beaten by her.
Hey, you the first man say we want to be beaten by Diana. Diana. Diana, you see,
listen. This man has had a crush on me since I was how old, Vincent?
Tell them how old. I can't remember long. I get too old for that. I wanted to beat me with a cookie broom.
Oh God, Diana, the first man wants you to beat him with a cookie broom, boy.
He has been in love with me since I was 12 years old.
Okay. That's about how much years now, then? 12 plus 20, like 20 years now.
1972, boy.
Even see, you ain't get the joke out. Usually I say 12 plus 20, I say 20 years now.
From the time he blessed eyes on me, 1972. But I always chased him away.
No, but Vince,
begging the woman for paradise plum, she wouldn't give me it, boy.
Not even a lollipop. Not even a lollipop. She gave me some marbles. She said she used to pitch marbles, and I don't know where she used to pitch marbles.
That girl was wild in school, boy.
I was wild?
Hey,
wild.
Hey. Define wild.
Tell me.
Define wild. Define wild.
Okay. And Slim?
Yes, a good while.
Let me define where you can't get her to stand up and talk to her at all.
Okay, all right, good.
Oh, all right. You see that?
Yeah.
A good while.
A good while,
and he was stupid. He used to take his lunch money and buy all kind of snacks for all the girls. And one girl was in particular would get he to spend he lunch money, he allowance money buying snack for all of yeah. He was a silly one.
He was paying it forward.
That was investment.
That's right.
I know he was investing in.
That was investment, oh gosh.
Every time I turned there, he was. Oh God, like
Yeah,
a bug.
you like Run DMC, right?
Yeah,
Every
something happened
time
to
I
his camera.
turn.
Yeah, something happened
Yeah,
to his
Oh.
some
camera.
on this
And
camera.
Slim,
Something happened to the
and Slim, it
Yeah,
camera.
yeah,
ain't going
some on
away
this
yet.
camera.
They're seeing your ears only, Vincent. Something
Yeah,
happened to your
yeah.
The
camera.
big ass
Yeah,
Yeah.
are
yeah,
coming back.
like you get a camera from TSTT.
Oh
TSTT
Lord.
boy.
Like
Ooh.
that's a Me Too phone you had. All you know is a
Oh.
Me, I know it's a Me Too phone, right?
I have no idea.
From you know it's a Me Too phone.
Of
Mm.
course.
Hey, Gary, you know it's a
Everybody
Me Too phone?
No,
everybody have
boy.
Gary,
one.
I
huh?
have no idea what is that.
You know it's a Me Too phone?
No,
When
no.
somebody say, hey, I have one like that, they say, Me Too, boy. Yeah, you know, people say you have a phone like that. Look. Dana, look, really last comment.
What?
What that fella just said.
What funny, Diana?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
You cheese, you funny.
Yeah. Oh, look,
No,
Wolverine
no,
come back.
you see, when people doing things like these, you see the struggle it is have to go through,
Mm-hmm.
COVID or no COVID, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you when you're producing the kind of training for a community, this is something that's very critical that will get the young people focused. If you get most of them young people 15 years old
Mm-hmm.
in his program, you know how much
Mm-hmm.
trouble that save we?
Yeah,
Lot
yeah,
of
yeah.
trouble.
That's an excellent program, man. I mean, and to get trade in this time and age, and a man
Oh,
actually,
shush, Ron. Be
But
quiet,
just imagine
Ron.
the government said they couldn't find skilled workers in Trinidad under Mr. Manning when he was building some of them skyscrapers down there, the mini skyscrapers in Trinidad. They can't find skilled workers. Now here you have a man.
so we
Now we
got
have
you.
a
Go ahead.
man putting down some training for young people here, and he has to struggle to get the support that is necessary. You know.
Listen to this fella. Listen to this
It
fella.
had a lot of programs when I first went, Must and
Mm, mm.
Yeah, Tony, but the government is slow and sloppy, and they should be upfront with these things. You know, they're always dragging their feet every time you try to put something together. You know, but
Yeah.
I admire his courage and in moving forward regardless, and that that's a true leader. You know.
Hey, Lana, we didn't
Yeah,
see.
they,
Oh, Rose had us to go. Oh, listen
mm-hmm.
to this fella. Listen to the fella. I'm not gonna call his name. What's the use I on this chat making valuable contribution and this tyrant only shooting messenger? we call it a
He say,
tyrant.
you say you going back on Douglas policy. I
He
said,
going back
don't
and
go.
Google
I'm gonna
politics.
miss you, Ron. Don't go,
Run,
darling.
run, please don't go.
hmm.
Ronnie, Ronnie, little Ron
Oh
Horner,
Lord.
who has to sit
Oh
in the corner.
Lord.
Please don't go.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
God. Let me finish up
Yeah.
with Vincent. Yeah. Vincent, welcome back, man. You hearing us? Yeah, Vincent.
Hello?
Yeah, we hearing you
Yeah,
again.
yeah,
We
yeah.
back with you.
Talk to me,
Yeah,
talk
so
to me.
right, so we just want to wrap up, right? So Vincent, how long has this program been in existence now? All right, is internet.
Audio.
Yeah, it's audio.
Audio.
Yeah, it's stuck, is internet. All right. Yeah. Oh, Carise, what
Philip.
Carise? Philip what? Carise, Philip go mash him up. Philip does allow people
Philip
to
does
talk
allow
back to
people to
him.
talk back.
We does allow people to talk in here, man. Anybody could rant anyway and one saying cuss and
Misbehave.
carry on and thing and misbehave, you know what I mean? That is all. Oh, Nutskake say Mr. Nero tickling she, I think. Nutskake say
Uh,
he said Nero tickling. That's a long distance tickle, boy. Then how they attacking you so? Cheesesteak,
I,
nutcake,
I don't
Wolverine,
know.
right? Buckingham Jarishi. What do you mean by that?
I said the bee sting me. It sting me in the front. I said the beats thing, man, and then 9 months later, I go, no. You see, yo, they're bad.
Oh, my dog and Carissa something going by the side, boy. Carissa, my dog, sorry if I offended you. My dog said, Carissa, sorry I misinterpreted too. All right, well, I want a little thing going on the side. Where's Takesha? Mark Daniel, boy. What tax, Mark
Mark
Daniel?
in the house. Hello, Mark.
Mark inside. We gotta go back to one thing. I'm Ulrich.
Yeah,
Marjorie,
came in
what?
earlier.
Marjorie, like internet in Mexico gone out.
She said, "Don't talk to her in Spanish."
So what?
Oh,
My dog. So
buck
I
out the
can't go back
timing.
to work for a clung on the chat. Then, geez, who is that, boy? Who's that?
Talking about
Who you talking about? So I can't throw back talk for a clung on the chat. Then, geez, I wonder if you talking about me, boy.
I don't think
feel
so.
going on. No, I feel so. A clung is the most intelligent person in the circus.
So this is a circus?
Well, I advise a clown. The clown is the most intelligent person in the circus, but I don't want to be the joker. The clown, you know, real intelligent, not joker. Yeah, Vincent, welcome back. So
Thank you.
Vincent, yes, so Vincent, how long the program been in existence?
I started in October 2020.
Okay, you started in October 2020. Okay, wonderful. So your idea is just to get these kids 15 and above, excuse me, to have some kind of trade that they could fall back on, you know, because how did the pandemic affect you guys?
Well, in terms of the pandemic, one way is that I had to take small numbers because, you know, parents, like those young adults who were independent, they could come, but the parents were very particular with the 15-year-old coming across, you know, and I respect that because, I mean, it's new grounds, but I kept 2 and 3 students at one time, but the pandemic did affect because I couldn't have a class of, let's say, 5 or 6. I had to work at 3 at a time.
Okay. How many students total you have in your program?
Right now, I have about 8 students I work with, but I don't work with 8 all the time. I have out of the 8, 3 of them have already finished 60 hours. So I'm now trying feverishly to get the certificate for them and I've developed a second module by which they could do more advanced work. You know, like going into panels and meter and splitter box and all that. You know, I'm trying to teach them to be able to wire a house, to interpret blueprint reading, safety, you know, everything, to write reports, troubleshoot everything.
So somebody have a question, Vincent. Are there no trade schools in TNT? That's our good friend from in Mexico, Marjorie Lloyd. She asked a question. Are there no trade school in TNT?
Well, what happened is that when we were growing up and seeing like yourself in Trinidad, they were trade school, but they closed all the trade school and the youth camps down, and they have these program white up where they give the children stipends, right? They don't call them trade schools again. So you have white up and the MUST program and MIT, but these programs also for children who would have to have English and math or some kind of academic, and it doesn't make for the child who wants to do a trade. I mean, maths, English are going to help you along, but to get into MIC, the ordinary child cannot get into the MIC program.
Okay. So Mad Dog and Caris, I apologize for getting in between all your thing, eh?
But you know, the thing about it is, with this program you running, you can include the maths and the English to make them a better skilled person. You know,
well, I do that, and I even have people coming in and talking about safety. You know, maths, English, safety. You teach them how to conduct themselves on the job. You go by somebody. I tell them electrical work will take you into places you will not dream to go. When you go in people's house, you forget whether the daughter nice, whether they have money. You just go in, do what you have to do, and get out.
Right, be professional. Yeah.
You teach them how to behave yourself. Don't go in the people place with any slipper. Not that a slipper is bad. Put on a shoe. You could charge $50 more if you have on a shoe.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
so
but you know,
I teach them a lot of life skills too.
correct is right. Correct is right.
Great.
You
Yeah,
know,
so to make an inclusive program is because we have a way in Trinidad that you condemn people if they're moving too slow and they don't catch on, and then you really force people into doing things that they shouldn't be doing. If you embrace people and try to uplift people, that would save us a lot of headache. So I mean, you meet people at their level, and you seem to be that kind of person.
Yeah, and not only that too, we don't have such a big population where everybody could specialize. We need people. If you are an accountant, if you could repair your pipe is dripping. Some people have $1 million houses and they don't even know what a stopcock is. They don't know
right.
where the stopcock is in their house.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting.
So what happened is that somebody might be a lawyer, but if you could make a decent meal for yourself, or you could stop your pipe from dripping by putting some tread seal, or your breaker trip and you recognize it's your breaker trip, you'd rather call in an electrician. If your light's not working, first thing you check is your circuit breaker to see if your breaker is off. You
Right.
understand?
Correct is right. Yeah.
So,
Correct is
so
right.
what we're trying to do is empower people, and we're not taking you away from your profession. We don't want to change people into electrician. What I want to do is, if you are doing something and you recognize my panel is in my cupboard, the panel is not supposed to be in your cupboard. Your panel is supposed to be somewhere where, in the event of an emergency, everybody in the house have access to it, and I am
Right. Correct.
educating them.
No,
Okay.
I listen. I fully understand. Marjorie, I asked you a question. Why there are no trade schools in TNT? He said there used to be trade school, but Marjorie Apney was speaking in English. I think he was wait for him to speak in Spanish.
But
Was
answer.
it
Ooh.
hablando
Yeah.
en español?
No,
No
You,
se habla español.
Mr. Neo, what became of John D?
John D was integrated into this UTT.
Okay.
Oh,
John D and
okay.
Sandotech also. Let me tell you the way how I understand it, right? John D and Sandotech were supposed to be the universities for technical vocational education in Trinidad, okay?
Okay.
And what happened,
Okay.
they put them under the University of Trinidad and Tobago. So which means, again, the ordinary youngster who don't have that ability and that desire to get the physics and maths and English at a particular age, they may get it down the road, but they cannot get into UTT at an early age. I am exposing them to the trade. So John D and Sandotech were integrated into the University of Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's knowledge
Okay.
I wasn't aware of. Somebody also asked, what future technology can you teach?
What future technology?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Solar energy?
There we go.
You did say that before.
Yeah, he did say that
But
before.
answer, you
Solar
had
energy?
to have a godfather in some way to get in John Dell in some of them days there,
Yeah, but
you had to know somebody to really get in. The thing was it was so biased, and difficult. It was an ordinary person just couldn't get in there just like that.
It was difficult indeed. It was difficult.
I wanted to go John D for drafting when I went that, because that was the only thing that we could really go to, at the time, and that's the only thing we know, man.
But, but when they had the youth,
Anselm and Company.
Yeah.
Right now, I am not only dealing with youngsters. There are a couple of adults who have city and guilds qualification, and I am advising them how to go on to get the wireman's license. So it's not just the guy who trying to learn the trade. They are adults who have passed city and guilds who are not quite competent enough to get a wireman's license to practice in Trinidad. I work with people like that also,
Okay, wonderful.
There's a guy I'm working with him right now. He has all his qualification. I have to know school him in the regulations and the safety procedure, and then he get him to a school where he could apply to go and to write this exam to get his license.
Okay, fantastic, man, fantastic. Let me say a quick hello to Rowley. Rowley, welcome. That is RMC number 2 from Toronto.
Thank
welcome.
you.
Yeah, you're inside. All right. So Vincent, where as we wrap up, where do you see the program, in 2 years from now? Where do you see this program?
Well, in 2 years from now, I want to see that people recognize that the Marcus Tech Work Center is a household name where a youngster could come and feel that when he lives there that he's well equipped to face the world of work. I'm not giving you a trade. I'm giving you some certain life skills, because I always tell people, if you go buy a man with a bag of tools on his shoulder, right? He beat down your price. If you go with a decent vehicle, you could charge him $1,000 more. And he likes that. So I'm teaching them life skills. So I want to see youngsters go out there and meet the market and earn their money and then use it wisely and help teach somebody else also.
That's fantastic, man. Fantastic. We really appreciate
I want
having
them
you
to
here.
pass on the knowledge to others.
Oh, of course. We want to say thank you so very kindly, Vincent. It's always a pleasure when we have people here.
Thank you for having me.
Keep up the good work, Mr. Nero. Keep it up.
Yeah,
Great work.
Good work.
Yeah, thank you. Anselm, before you go.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yes, I just wanted to ask Anselm one thing. Anselm, what about that program where when you came to Belmont to talk to those youngsters about scholarship, how did that program go?
Let me tell you that's a very good question. That program is still in existence. All I have to do is to get the bodies and have the kids get, as I say, was the double A's, academic and athletics. I have gotten to the point where I have acquired scholarship for individuals, right? And I have never said this. And when I talked to the coach at the school, and the coach said they will give the person a scholarship, and I just give them the information, and they give them the scholarship because of me. And in the end, 2 kids have said this to me. 2 kids said to me, well, my coach says that I should wait to see if I get a better offer or some this and that, So, but the program is still ongoing. And anybody, if you have people who you think, are good in any type of sports, doesn't matter what sports it is, and they have a good academics, we could also talk about that. That's no problem.
Okay, well, that is something I could talk to you about that again because and I'd like to congratulate you, Anselm and Diane and the team. But Anselm, I want to congratulate you from the point living through Macaque. I remember the old Milo Shine days. I remember when Coach John Moon gave you the scholarship at Seton Hall. That was a big leap.
Yeah. Correct is right.
And you didn't do like the West Indies. You took the catch with both hands. you took your catch with both hands, Slim. If I must say, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you because it wasn't, those early days wasn't easy when Milo Shine, the road with Milo Shine, and people don't know the name Milo Shine, but I can tell you now.
No, it's true, man. And them is some good days, man. Some good days when I was a teenager, man, and running for Milo Shine. It's funny, eh? Milo
Tell them
Shine
honeymoon is in Aruka.
Yeah. Milo Shine is the only club I could have run for. I tried to join all other kind of club, But when I hear it, when I get in my address, through my car travel till building one apartment 2-1, they tell me to go call me.
Yeah. Mr. Welch, thank God to Mr. Welch and Slim.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
So I got to know you through Milo Shine. Where Diane?
Yeah, man. All the time. So Vincent, thank you so very kindly, man. It's always a pleasure. Okay?
Where my girl Diane? Where is she?
She there.
All right,
She right there.
Tell her I'm proud of her and I want her to beat me with that broom.
Hey, Diana, Mama beat you with that broom. So Nero, thank you so very kindly, man.
Yeah.
Good night, Vincent.
Good night.
Well, take care.
All right, bye-bye.
Respect.
Yeah. All the time.
All right, brother.
All right, guys, we will go for a quick station identification. It's in the village with the DAG Triplets and WZYE 95.9 FM. Of course, we come to you every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 9 p.m. That's 7 to 9 p.m. let's go for a quick station identification, and we right back after this message. And we have coming up at 8:30. I think we have Kareem Baird, the representative from Lavantil, right? The UNC
I
representative
hope.
from Lavantil.
I hope.
You
He
hope?
agreed. He agreed before, but I didn't get him today. So let me go out
All
and
right.
try to see.
All right.
I'll come
Okay.
right back.
So let's go for a quick station identification. We'll be right back after this message.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
And of course, we are back with you. It's In the Village with the DAG Triplets and WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, we come to you every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 9 p.m. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 9 p.m. I don't know if you all saw this one. Let me take a look at this one. There was this monkey. All right, this monkey. Yep. 95.9 FM. That's two station identification. Look at this. Look at this video here.
What a legend. Oh, he's like, what the fuck is that shit?
So let's see what's going on in the chat here. Let's see. Wait, what's this one? If you see, who is this one? If you see how poor wine and shake she waist, who's that one? All right. Can you tell us where you're from? If you see how poor wine and shake she waist, MD, who's that? Mad Dog? Okay. So yeah, all you talking anything about electrical in the chat. Caris, Diana, they say you want to beat you with the broom. Oh God, yeah. You're inside, Gary. I need to learn. Okay. Marjorie say, aha.
Marjorie located in Mexico because the last time we saw she was in Mexico. She gone back there. She just living there now.
But that woman went. She went Ghana. She went Ethiopia. She went.
Yeah, I'm not getting him, and I don't know if he's in a meeting or what. So let's proceed.
Yeah, Marjorie say, is there a class of people in your fatherland who provide skilled labor, like in New Jersey, you call them Mexican, but in Trinidad, are there others? What is that one? Is there a class of people in your fatherland? Where the fatherland is? Huh?
I don't know.
Anybody know? Huh?
You might be referring to Trinidad. There are class of people we call them to do the job in Trinidad.
Okay.
Like how they're using the Spanish people, the Mexicans to do the landscaping and.
Yeah. All right.
Who we that right now?
She's sick to a man charged me $700 to run my own wire. For an extra outlet for Christmas like last year. So you buy the wire and your game and you charge you $700 for it.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, we can go to some of those videos.
Yeah, just a minute. Okay, yeah. I missed this question. What prevents us from moving off the grid to solar energy? The government? Right? If they don't want to do that. Huh?
But my god brother had a solar energy company in Trinidad, and it went defunct. I must
No, that
ask
I'm telling
him.
you, they're not ready
Yeah.
for solar yet in Trinidad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my
Mark
god
Daniel
brother.
says, I wasn't that school savvy, but I took advantage of various trade classes such as auto mechanic, tailoring, typist, receptionist, and personally, these traits have helped shape me as an individual. Correct is right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no joke. No, my brother. Okay,
Hmm.
Marjorie, missed that question too. The program offers some official certification. Okay. Rowley say I changed 2 bulbs in our chandelier and start back to work.
Oh God. Oh
Rowley,
Lord.
Rowley, 2 bulbs in your chandelier blow and you call the electrician. You call-
Tommy. Tommy deal with
oh
them now.
man.
Tommy, you're not
Okay.
dealing with them?
Yeah, Kareem said I had to call an electrician last year because my chandelier wasn't working. He changed our breaker.
Hmm.
Okay. And it started to
I
work,
don't
Kareem?
I don't know what to tell them, you know.
Lord Father. Rest a hand.
Yeah, what Rowley say. And some it have flambeau and fireside. Solar expensive, you know. Now boy, solar cheaper, boy.
Ultimately, but to set it up, there'll be a little cost.
Mm. But don't they have special? Well, I do have solar. So
There are programs here in the US, but I doubt there are programs in Trinidad.
no, there are no program in Trinidad.
So
Caris
they
say
have to pay.
Margie travels. Yeah, yeah, Caris, Margie just travel all over the place, you know. She went Ghana, she went Ethiopia, she went um she went Wakanda, she went
Margie Marjorie, he said it here. Not me.
Oh
Marjorie,
Lord!
he said that you are nomad.
So she went to
Mar-
Wakanda.
yeah, 360 answer you feel Kamala paying them people ticket, boy. Which ticket? Let me see if it's this one you're
Hmm.
talking about, cheese stick.
Hmm.
This one?
Honking the horn.
Yeah.
Yes,
Good
the power to the
Kamala,
people, the power to the people.
Good
Yeah.
afternoon to the sun. I put it on my headlight and pop my horn 1 or 2 times. I get $1,000 and I tell my disturbing the peace. They say no disturbing of the peace in front of Parliament. So this is the outcome of this is the outcome of putting on your light and popping your horn to stand for your right.
Yes.
My right. It's that kind of
But let me ask a question. Is that against the law in Trinidad and Tobago?
you know
Honking your
what?
horn.
I never heard that, but Trinidad don't have opposition, you know, when you really think about it. Anyway, I don't want to go there right now.
Yeah, that one, cheese stick. Is that one? Mark Daniel
I don't
say,
have.
oh, yeah, Margie, sorry. Margie went to South Africa too. Margie, can you tell us all the countries you've been to so we could broadcast it? Margie say, Margie, where's the fatherland? Where's the fatherland, Margie? But you see, yeah, my dog say, yeah, answer. During Parliament, place supposed to be quiet apparently.
Margie wants you to send the link.
Yeah, I was on it to see. Yeah. But in terms of civil liberties, my dog is an attorney. But in terms of civil liberties, it's legal to protest. Not between not when there's a SOE, right? I'm asking earlier. I'm asking, right? Rowley say what? Culture, tell them. Which one? YouTube. Mark Daniel say YouTube people learn to install a solar system. Haley says fossil fuel is used to make the panel. Solar is not as clean as you think.
People know thing in the chat, boy.
And then you boy, yeah.
Teaching me, boy.
Catrice says, yes, I travel. That passes off Anselm. Marjorie says that. What? That passes off Anselm? What do you mean? Oh, that pisses off Anselm? Oh, I pissed off when you travel? Because you going to
Oh,
Wakanda. How are you going to be upset if you going to Wakanda? I mean, how are you
oh,
going?
whoa,
Margie, I love when you travel,
whoa.
Margie. What do you, let me send you a link for Margie so Margie could show you scene in Mexico, you know. During the SOE, I don't think so, to my knowledge. Here we go. Rowley says no, during the SOE you cannot protest. But they allow people to protest yesterday, right? Was it yesterday? When they had the march around the Red House.
Yeah, and they
Well,
told my.
they
Go
didn't
ahead.
allow it. They tolerated a slightly amount.
Well, they do the fellow with the big flag nothing. Mark Daniel said, Tommy, you are right. All this nonsense happening. Where is your opposition? But let me ask you a question. Why did the opposition abstain and then vote no? Just asking.
I really don't
Exactly.
understand. We will have to ask them that.
They are weak.
Why? Why you abstain? Why
They
you
they show
abstaining?
weak. They are showing weakness. They are not an alternative for government.
No,
Nope.
They are
to
weak,
me,
weak bunch.
right? And all you know, I don't come here and talk much about the UNC, but to me, if you go into Parliament and a big issue like this, you have to take a stand, boy.
Yep.
You have to
Exactly.
take a stand. You have
With
to have
me,
some testicular fortitude and take a stand.
with
Yep.
me, they've been rioting in the parliament. I'd have been making noise in the
Nah,
parliament.
you have to take a stand, man. You can't just when you abstain, man. Nah, man. That weakness, man.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
I don't know.
Yo,
I mean, I caught a little bit of the debate. I really didn't. I mean, I saw Inder Singh talk, and I mean, I really couldn't follow everything. But Inder Singh did give them a hard time, with it, and his speech was pretty good. I didn't see the rest of the people.
no, but Gary, let me ask you a question.
Hmm.
What is the purpose of abstaining?
I really don't know. I would like to ask Mrs. Bisesa that herself, not anybody else,
Better,
but her herself.
better they didn't even go to the parliament.
You know. So
I can't figure that out in truth. I want to know. I really want to know. You know what I mean? I want to know why is that? You know?
Listen,
Why it
listen,
is yeah.
listen.
Carissa Margie
Blacks.
look like fun. Wait. My dog say to my knowing answer, they support things in the SOE itself, but not the police bumping in. Hold up. You see how the chat does go? Not the police bumping in without a warrant. So that's why they didn't give a yes or no. That's my assumption. Nah, we don't want to ask you.
we would
I
like to.
understand
I
what you're
will have
saying,
to
yeah?
have the members of the opposition explain that themselves. Maybe when we bring when Rudy gets a chance to join us sometime next week, he could explain that.
So my dog say abstaining doesn't mean a yes or a no. So it doesn't mean you're incognito then. You're visible.
Hmm.
You're invisible. If it
Hmm.
doesn't mean a yes or no, you might as well just show up then.
But what I am suggesting is that Mrs. Bisesa make a call to action to the population. You understand? Look, okay, me and Diana opening with Big Mouth and Marsha Walker put up a sign in front of your house. This, that, the other. I mean, we had to put up a fight. We had to put up a fight, and the people need to see strong leadership for them to respond. You know,
Exactly.
the people need to
But
see strong leadership for them to respond.
listen, I have something to say when everybody done talk. You know me.
Go ahead,
Right.
talk.
Martin Luther King, right? He stood up and protested non-violently against the most stifling of oppression that was more
Brutal.
tyrannical than what the going on with the PNM, right? So why Trimbagonians ain't doing it? What are they fearful about? What are they fear? Gary Griffith? They're fearful of who? Christopher Rowley? They're fearful of MP Hines? You got Dr. Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King said, you can protest peacefully and send a message to the establishment that you're not in agreement with what is going on, and rock them to the core.
The simple thing is put up a sign in front of your house. We can't get somebody to do that. So I mean, the people who already out there fighting. I mean, what support you getting? They can't do all the fight by themselves. This is not their fight alone.
But Gary, Diana, and Tommy, look at an example, right? Look at what Philip Alexander did today on his live. Think about that, right? It's like, you know, Philip Edward Alexander is like, he's supposed to be God, right? When all you get 1 million or 100,000 people, then I go come and deal with all you, right? I is God, always nothing to me, right? I the big Sawati, right? Let me fix me here. Yeah, I the big Sawati, right? When young fellas like Jason who in the vineyard, toiling in the vineyard, you understand? Toiling in the vineyard, right? You trying to tell people, nah, you see that fella? All of the go there with him. And it's not he, it's plenty of other people. That's why we have problems so in Trinidad.
Yeah, but I'll say we missed a point there. What he's saying too. I think I caught a glimpse of what Philip was saying. Philip is saying, bring 100,000 people, there we go. Bring 10,000 people at least.
But Gary, no.
That's with one.
Gary, no. That's the problem. You waiting for 100,000 people. You will never get 100,000 people.
But what I'm saying to you,
but
listen to me. What he said, the guy makes sense, because if they only see 30 people show up in front there, say Jason,
no,
with 30
like
people.
to make Philip look good. Like to make you look good so you can start bringing up 100,000 people. Yeah, he said, you know what he said? I'm not the only person to have 1 million views in my life. 1 million views. So
yeah, he has some egos. But what
so
I'm saying,
what? If you have 1 million views in your life, how much people's lives he changed in Trinidad and Tobago?
Thank you.
Correct.
How much people's lives? You have 1 million views. How much lives you change? A whole million.
He promoting his political party.
Come back up now. He started back up the party.
Yeah.
And Gary, when Martin Luther King went and sit at the counter, how many people sitting at the counter with him? All right, then. Talk the talk. How many people were sitting at that counter when they said they're not serving African people? How many did it start with? Who sat on the bus?
I understand that, but
wait, now let me finish, make my point, because people are listening to us. Who sat on the bus when she get tired and fed up and said she not getting up out of her seat? One woman named Rosa Parks.
Rosa
Parks. And the whole thing. What are we waiting for in Trinidad and Tobago? One woman named Rosa Parks said, I'm tired and I'm fed up. I work hard whole day and I'm not getting up. So what's wrong with y'all in Trinidad and Tobago? Y'all allowing these 3 words, these 3 letters, SOE, which I tell y'all, suppression of expression. Suppression of expression. It is not state of emergency. And talking about he's using it to ramp up vaccination between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. Hello, who will pulling over? Who I? Suppression of expression. Yeah, they need to. The guy that was walking around the Red House, what's his name? Abdul, whatever. What's his name?
They didn't touch him. They didn't touch him. Not
so
one
touch. Where the rest of all it behind he? Where the rest of all it behind he?
Monkey know what tree to climb.
But what I'm saying to you, so what happened to the rest of the people? Why all of them stay in their house? Why they didn't come out?
That's what I'm trying to tell them. They had that guy walking behind. If I was in Trinidad, I would be right behind he with a Bajan and a Trini flag.
I be walking too.
He's an imam or something like that.
I would be walking with it right behind the imam.
Yeah.
Right behind. All ain't touching. I ain't saying a word. Don't say nothing to Diana. I walk in with my Trini flag and my white shirt on, and I walk in. All ain't touch the imam. All ain't not supposed to touch me too.
But just imagine if 10,000 people showed up there. What would have happened? Who they was going to touch?
What is this they're waiting on? And I did when I tell you all, Trinidad and Tobago is a bourgeois society. Now you understand what I mean. Everybody hiding in the house. Everybody hiding in the house, and they only want David Welch to get thrown down to the ground. They're looking for Jason Boyes to go out there and get shoot up and whatever.
Yeah.
Right? But
right.
though, all they're getting are food from the government and live in the Westmorings and the give me all them bourgeois societies in the Chinese man constituency, and them living good. All they don't care about the other people on the ground that's suffering, right? Yeah, to hell with them. That is
but
why.
But the thing about it is more of us than them, you know. It's more of us than them. So why it is we not supporting each other? It's more of us than them.
But Gary, you see, Gary, right? In Trinidad and Tobago, right? How much political party Philip Elliott supported so far? I think he supported COP, he supported UNC, he supported PEP. I don't know if he supported ILP. I don't know if he supported NA. But that man have a very good track record, you know. Right?
Stand for one thing and that's it.
Yeah, and the thing about it is that to me, right, if you're trying to organize, right, in Trinidad and Tobago, why are you attacking a fella like, and I don't know Jason Lee Silver, but why are you attacking that fella? Eh? Why you have to make a life to attack that fella? Right? It just these kind of petty politics. It's just petty politics over and over and over.
You have to understand something. Philip wants to be the king.
He wants to be the kingmaker. He wants to be the kingmaker. If he's
everybody
not the
must fall under his order, and that
can't
happen.
Who fall under whose order? Where's such order? Whose order? Please, wrong. He ain't trying to fall under nobody's order, but Jaja.
But Olio, there are many times the fella does make some good points, eh?
No, he does. But what I'm saying to you, the way he conducts himself is that, you know, there's already an ego in there already. And, you know, he wants to dominate the show. You understand? People calling he to lead the battle to the parliament. So wait a minute. So Philip is the only person who can lead the battle to the parliament?
Yeah.
Give me a break. You know, I mean, I support him in a lot of ways that he take a stand. You understand? But I mean, there are other people could stand up to in the country, man. What happened to all of the big shot lawyers? They're just laying down and making money.
They're getting their ham, jam, and lamb and food, and they're good. But you have the fellas like Jason and David Welch's, and you know they're suffering. They have the people that are and the Mark Daniels in the group, the man I call and the Takeshas, and I don't know who else. I'm only calling names of people that we've assisted, right? They're suffering, and they ain't getting no help. They're not getting any help. Where and look, they say they buffer the what fund they get almost $604 million the other day. So where the grants for the people? Where the grants?
So Murdoch says, look at the present administration protecting lives, but their livelihoods are at risk. Food gives us energy to live a healthy life. Now the unemployed have to starve to death. That's cruelty.
Great analogy.
Yeah, the government strategy, you cripple the people business. You put so much damage to the business. You think it's in 2 days you could throw back somebody's business back up and running?
My dog
you take 5 or 10 years to build a business, right? So why you think you can't wear your mask and follow all the protocols and conduct business? What threat to the population if you're wearing your mask, following all the protocols of the sanitation, why you can't conduct business?
And put them damn police to work in a way, in not a confrontational way, but in a reminding kind of customer service way. You know, you need to wear that instead of hey, you wearing your mask? I want to ticket people. That kind of
and slam you to the ground. And slam you to the ground. No.
That kind of police brutality way. No. You know, you gotta be people. Oh, come on.
Yeah. Albert Montano says Abu Bakr's son was with red flag.
See?
He was there?
I thought I heard you say Abu Bakr.
Yeah, somebody there. I heard the name call. Yeah, I
thought I heard the name call, you know.
Faoud was there. I didn't see him.
I heard the name.
My point is that the government should make provision for the person in need, and no problems in the SOE, but they are not doing that.
They're not doing it.
Look,
Yeah, yeah,
I
Yeah,
yeah.
saw
yeah,
I saw
yeah.
personally how things run, right? I saw people stranded out of this country. I forced them to put an aid out to the people. They distributed it biasly, and then we had people reaching home that didn't get no grant. So what they can't talk for me, and then I get to hear
But
is the same thing happening on the ground. Okay, it's the same thing happening on the ground with this COVID grant that was supposed to be given out,
yeah.
and they shut
Cheese
down
stick
people
says,
business.
mm-hmm.
Shut down
Cheese
people
stick says,
business. You know.
Ansem, I have to agree with you. Just because I don't like Philip, that's why you agree with me. He want power as a Syrian. Why you don't bash a Syrian? It's only Trinidad and he mashing them. All you remember something? All you remember Philip Alexander said he had a Syrian friend who was doing drugs and he
Mm,
never reported him to the police.
mm,
He said that himself.
mm,
Never reported him
yeah.
to the police.
Mm,
Look, all
Ansem,
your, yeah.
I I was working in a company and this guy selling drugs. He say, I don't thief, I'm a businessman. I sell drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
mhm.
You understand where he coming from? He's
Yeah,
not a
yeah,
thief.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's a businessman. Okay? It was a young Haitian guy, right? He tell me he's a businessman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. G6 says police is scared to protest. The Red House is only what they protect, not citizens. Curry says also the opposition can't protest. Rose says the SOE is to keep us down.
Y'all letting the SOE keep you down.
Curry says if they care, they could have protests outside the parliament. Tikisha says the government only studying COVID, but not looking at the amount of crime that's taking place in the country under an SOE.
Now, take an example. Look what happened. Look what happening in Afghanistan right now, right? The people
Mm,
afraid to fight, right? Because they
mm,
might get killed. Well, guess what happening to them right now?
Mm,
You seeing? You seen all the
mhm,
pictures?
mhm.
So take up
Them,
take up arms and defend yourself in Afghanistan instead of
listen,
running. Fight
listen.
back.
Them Afghanistan different, eh?
Yep, them are a different type of
Them
people.
is a
What you
Them,
different
say?
type of
them
people,
is
eh?
a warring type
Them
of
is
people.
dead. Them
Mm,
dead
yep.
for the cause, eh?
Mhm,
Them dead
mhm,
for the
mhm,
cause, eh?
But you have some
Right?
mhm.
retarded people there. That's why they're getting killed and they're running. They're running to get on US aircraft instead of
I,
they
I,
stand up and fight.
what I don't understand, here it is. We have this democracy that was carved out and was, Dr. Eric Williams got autonomy away from England and the whole history, all of it. And we had different prime ministers since then. We've arrived at this junction here now with the pandemic. There is no need for all this thing that is going on. Why are we straying from having the opposition speak? Yeah, and once again I say, I'm hearing you did this and you did that. And speaking to someone else off air, they're saying that when the UNC was in power, the UNC used to shut down the PNM the same way. So they're paying them back for when they were in. And I'm like, why are you doing that? And you're not serving the populace. You're only harming the population by shutting down someone, telling someone they're out of order. Why carry on with this sandbox mentality? It makes no sense. You're only harming the populace. And I'm tired of this sandbox politics. So I sometimes I want to throw my hands in the air. I tell you, I couldn't be an MP. I could be the Speaker of the House though.
Mark Daniel says Jason is one of the real ones where you don't sugarcoat nothing. If you call yourself an activist for a cause, why bash another activist who is fighting for the same cause? Correct is right.
Okay, but I didn't see what they're saying happen, and I didn't see the UNC treat people in Trinidad and Tobago like how Dr. Raleigh treating people. Okay, I saw a more compassionate government trying to meet the needs of the people. Okay, that's what I saw. I mean,
Okay.
I know they had some issues with some corruption and stuff like that, but beside that part of it, I saw a government, even here in the US, I saw better services. I saw people getting their passport quicker. I mean, you getting everything you need in a faster pace of time. P&M come and turn everything upside down.
I don't know.
They went and they changed. They come up with the new board paper thing now again, and you had to go and get this new board paper, this
One
electronic thing.
like a $50 bill, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So what I'm seeing happening, I'm telling you, it's like a Trump and Obama kind of thing. You know, nothing Obama did, no matter how much good Obama did in this country. Okay, I mean everything Trump tried to reverse.
And that is on me. I see. Tell you, I as an outsider looking on, because I said I've never voted in Trinidad and Tobago, and I feel free to talk on both parties. You know, the nonsense. You know, you do this and you do that. I'm fed up, and I know the citizens there that they're tired too. They're not. It's not benefiting the citizens to be carrying on with this sandbox politics. It needs to stop, and I will continue. I will stay in that vein. I'm going to tell the citizens, if it ain't working for you, change it. If it ain't working for you, change it.
You know, let go and check the service delivery towards the people from 2010, 2015.
I am not going, Gary. I ain't going there.
No, but what I'm telling you, forget that part. What I'm telling you is check the level of service delivery from going to the health center to get medication. From the time this government come in, they shut down everything.
Understood, Gary. Understood the service delivery. But I listen to you guys and I recall a lot of things. Listen, the encrypted corruption with the permanent secretaries that you all talk about. That is what want changing. A person sitting on remand for 15 years, that need changing too, right? How do you change that? Huh? Okay. So if it ain't working, you need to flip the whole thing open, change it from the ground up, all that encrypted code. Get rid of that. That is what I'm talking about. That is why I say I will not be voting for any party in Trinidad and Tobago, because the corruption is encrypted in there. And no matter who, if you choose yellow or red, you still got tricklings and remnants of corruption, and it's still going on. That is why I tell you, I'm not me. I ain't voting for none. No. Until I see it fixed. Why somebody have to sit on remand 15 years to get a case called?
Huh? Somebody benefiting from that.
Corruption. All right. Now you know what I'm talking about. Nope. I ain't voting for none. Go ahead, Tommy.
I left Trinidad before I could vote. I was 17 years old. I went back to Trinidad in 2006 and lived in Trinidad full-time from 2006 to 2015 when I came back here, because I took the appointment I decided to take the appointment. I got to the commission. And what I saw from 2006 to 2015 told me that we just ain't ready. As a people, we are not ready. And it gave me a stronger resolve in my quest that I was pushing in the late 90s into the early 2000, 2001, 2002 with a TV program that I had called the Caribbean Link. Who knows, and who doesn't know. But on the Caribbean Link, I advocated for a true Caribbean unity, and I still do. And even by being there at that particular time tells me that the only solution is a true Caribbean unity, because the people needs to be brought up to a certain level of maturity politically. At this particular time in this millennium, I think we're long overdue to have the right type of frame of mind and governance and systems in place, because what they have is archaic.
What Marjorie doing there? Marjorie,
what are you smoking here?
Marjorie, what are you smoking here?
You could have given me some warning.
We'll give you some warning.
You could have given me some warning. You're just gonna put me on like that. That's not right.
Yeah. You in
I thought I was
Mexico
sitting in the
smoking
back drinking room or something.
You're smoking cheese in Mexico? Why don't Mexico not come and break down your door?
What are you drinking? Mexican cheap and tequila. No, I'm not.
Oh Lord, guys,
This is
that's
plain old.
Marjorie.
This is Marjorie. This program started to be in the village with Ansem and Marjorie about 25
Yes, I
years
was
ago.
the voice of WZYE once upon a time.
Oh,
And then Diana thinks she blew me away, but I blew myself away.
yeah, I'm the storm, honey. So I
No.
blow things out of town.
No. Yeah, you know, listen.
Yeah, girl.
No.
I'm the African storm, baby.
Oh, God. Please don't be an African storm. Here, let me quickly show you. Here's my balcony.
Hey. Marjorie, poor people don't want to see that, though. Really?
That's why Mexico.
Poor people don't want to see that.
Listen, what I'm paying for this is what I could have paid for an apartment in South Orange with one room.
Oh my God! Yeah, Marjorie, we don't want to know. We don't want to know. How's Mexico?
Right now it's kind of dead because I guess it's COVID and it's off season. So you see these boats. A lot of them belong to Americans or Canadians, and all those empty slips. And then some of those boats don't belong to anyone. They're for sale. But when these people are here, it's much more crowded. So it's really quiet. Even like the apartments in this compound, a lot of them are empty.
Really?
People in the chat say you have a real jolly mama there, and she sounds like real vibes.
A real vibe. Well, I can't see the chat. So no, and I don't want to talk about why I left, but I have not been to Wakanda, Anthem, and I know you believe that's a real country, but it's not. I hate breaking news to you.
Marjorie.
But you know, no, I mean, I'm gonna tell your people who are listening. Anselm got pissed at me the first time I left the country, and then we break up, and then I come back, and then we go back again. And every time I leave, he just breaks up with me. So.
Oh Lord!
And this last time he said to me, "Well, I'm gonna quit you before you quit me." So,
but Marjorie,
so you can take my seconds. I don't care. You know, you have a lot to put up with. That's a lot to put up with.
I don't take nobody's seconds, third and a half, nothing. I take the original. Get it straight.
I don't imagine getting all that.
It doesn't matter if it's original anymore. It doesn't matter.
I put on my pink glasses just for you, honey.
Yeah, Marjorie, somebody in the chat says we Trinbago need boats for flood. Because the flooding in Trinidad. We don't need boats.
That's true.
Boats because there are a lot of floods in Trinidad.
Birds of a flutter? What does that mean? What is that? Like birds of a feather?
No. We have a lot of flood. You see, that's why you.
That's why I'm not there, because I don't understand it. You speak in another language. You can speak three languages. You can speak three languages, but I only speak one. Uno. And a little Swahili. I speak a little Swahili, but the rest of that is like, I'm like, oh no. I don't know what
she's in Wakanda.
Marjorie, we are on air.
You had on that video, somebody was cursing on the mic.
It was a mistake.
Recorded.
No.
What are you gonna do about that? Does that go on the radio?
Live.
Does it go on the radio?
No, that's on the radio.
This is on the radio. We're on radio.
Yeah, you can't curse.
We're 95.9.
I know those rules. I don't curse. At any rate. So that's what happened. That's how I stopped.
I'm taking off my
I told Anselm I do a show with him, but he doesn't, he can't. He doesn't want to deal with that. So,
whoa, boy.
Anyway, did I miss something? It's it's another language.
Marjorie, somebody want to give you some of what you're smoking.
Oh, this is just a why is it gotta be like, if I would not do a show, stoned or anything like that. I can't do that.
What type of weed is that?
It's not weed, it's a regular old plain old cigarette. That's I didn't expect anyone to catch me. I wouldn't have done this if I know you were watching. I don't want to influence anybody.
Marjorie, if I get a letter from the FCC, I'm sending you the bill.
Yep.
What's a bill? How much is it?
It might be
How
about
much?
$10,000. How about $10,000?
Do you still pay for music? Do you still pay that
Of
that
course,
the
you gotta pay for
the
music. Yeah,
AMC or the whatever it is? Those three
yeah,
entities.
yep. You gotta pay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So anyway, let me ask you. So I was asking serious questions about that guy because another thing is like everybody has somebody who does the labor for them. And I was wondering if that was the case in Trinidad. Like, do the Venezuelans do that skilled labor? You know, it was a Brazilian who did the floor, somebody else who did this, somebody else who did that in New Jersey. So who does that kind of work in Trinidad? Just Trinidadians? You don't have any like immigrants that you pull on for cheap labor?
We do. Right now, we tap the Venezuelans.
Okay.
But they took a
Thank you for
ferry and
answering.
gone back home.
Not all, just some. We still have
So
quite a bit of them
700
there.
of them. 700 of them going back home.
Really? So the
Yeah.
unrest there is over and it's safe for them to go back? The economy is okay?
We don't know. They just going back home though. Because they're not taking no SOE. They stood up for their rights.
SOE is suppression of expression. That's the way you're
Yeah.
using that?
Yeah.
State
And
of
so they're saying
emergency.
it's a state of emergency. So what's the state of emergency? The COVID emergency?
You have to
And
ask Dr.
That's
Rowley
right.
that.
and as a result of that, you're not supposed to say certain things. Is this directed solely at this program or Anselm or is it directly for Anselm or what? No, really. I mean, did that come out because of him?
I don't
Margie,
know. I don't
Margie, you funny.
know.
You funny.
Okay, so I'm not going to give an answer to that. That means yes. That means yes. So, and then I want to know what's Trinidad doing about like the Haitian situation? Are you guys like taking in any of them, or is there any kind of emergency assistance? Or
Who wants to go where they can't go nowhere when the night come? And they ain't getting no grant money. Nobody want to go there.
what do you mean to Haiti or
to Trinidad?
So you don't think a Haitian would want to leave Haiti to come to Trinidad?
No.
Even in times like this, you don't think that's
no. They'd rather stay in Haiti and eat mud pies.
Oh my God!
Oh Lord.
So
all right,
Margie,
so much for that.
yeah. We just wanted to give you a little few minutes
Yes,
here,
I know.
Margie.
It's time for me to go. It's time.
You know you were in Mexico and you came in and spread all kind of rumors here, because it's no longer in the village with Ansem and Margie. So you come in
No,
and
I'm just trying to set things straight. Don't try to act like
you come straight from Wakanda
These
and you go to
people
Mexico.
don't know. They don't know. Well, Diana doesn't have to deal with you directly.
No, I'd blow you out of town, out of my zip code, honey.
No, you been in those early days of that. It wasn't fun all the time.
So Margie, somebody
at
said.
any rate, so yes,
wait,
I will let you go.
Margie, wait a minute. Somebody says Margie in Trinidad, they don't have a different race to do electrical. Anyone do any line of work. I don't trust immigrants.
Oh.
Nothing want come in for real, imagine. Nothing want come in for real. Imagine Venny running from us.
Yep.
Yeah.
They stood up for their rights.
We can't
because
even see
at
about
least you know
less,
that in the United States there was this period where they weren't encouraging people to get trades like masons or electricians or painters or carpenters or anything like that.
No.
And I don't know if they did that in Trinidad and just told everybody they need to go to college, and thus there's a lack of skilled labor like that. There's certainly a lack of skilled labor in Ghana.
No.
Marjorie, somebody said they want a taco. Mark Daniel said, Marjorie, I want a taco.
What taco are you talking about? I don't do those kind of videos. If you want to see those kind of videos, you have to reach out personally.
Marjorie, Marjorie, you don't know what
but you know what? I
is?
don't really care about tacos like that. I don't. I like tequila, but I don't care about tacos.
Yeah,
but they are everywhere. They're everywhere.
Another person says, I like a airwear.
Eyewear.
Eyewear.
Oh yeah.
I got these
I
glasses
thought this
in
was eyewear.
Michigan.
Eyewear.
I
Where get
find
them at
since you get a
I
shot,
just
you
bought this
kind of
hat today
off,
because
you
it was
know.
hot as hell. So it was so hot. It was so hot. The sun was blasting.
which shop you buy your hat, Maggie?
Huh?
Somebody wants to know where you buy a hat.
Where buy
Oh
your hat?
Lord.
I got my sombrero right here in Mexico.
Yeah.
Today I bought it
Oh.
because it was hot. So I'm not gonna take the hat off so you can see what's under. That's not cool. So
Ah, yeah. No. Keep it on, Maggie.
Keep it on, keep it on, Maggie.
Take it off.
Sombrero,
Don't take everything, Maggie.
that's nice.
negro.
Just be gonna get a blanket, a serape, put it
Sombrero
on.
negro.
Keep it all on.
But I can see, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you one thing. When I was in Ghana and I was mad and I was like, I'd rather be in Mexico. They were like, isn't it dangerous there? So everyone has their stereotypes. Someone in Ghana is asking me if it's dangerous in Mexico. Just like people in the United States or Ghana are asking me, or anywhere else, are there lions walking around? So there are all these like stereotypes we all have of one another that definitely need to be dispelled because they're just unnecessary and they prevent us from having the freedom that we want, because you should be able to go wherever you want to, about the cartel coming to get you.
Mark Daniel wants to know when you come in Tobago.
If somebody would invite me to one of those countries and actually give me some place to stay,
So wait now. You want to go to freeload? That's what you want to do?
No. Freeload. You got a lot of nerve, man. So.
Somebody in the chat say if you want to come to Trinidad and take Marjorie, somebody in the chat if you want to come to Trinidad and take a wine.
Take what?
Take
you
a
say
wine.
that in regular? Take a what?
A wine.
Take a wine. A wine. Yes. No, I don't do that. I don't know how to do that. I don't have those kind of hips to wine.
No, they
or lime. I mean, I could buy some while I'm here in Mexico if I want to, but I'm not going to do that. So.
Oh, Lord, Father
God. It's a pleasure.
That.
It's a pleasure.
It's nice talking to you guys.
All
Stormy girl, stormy woman.
That's right. Get out of town before I blow you out of town.
You better be blowing. You got a lot of other. You better be blowing that Caribbean wind in that direction. Well, you guys stay safe. All right.
All right. Okay.
And your fake studio looks really nice. Your fake studio looks good.
Thank you.
There you go. Thank you. Take care.
Good night, Marjorie.
Oh my God.
It used to be in the village at Ansem and Margie. All you know why now it's no longer in the village at Ansem and Margie.
Crack it up. They said, Lord.
She's a package.
They said, Lord. They said the Lord, they need me on the show. Only I'm gonna get on like all right. I go in Mexico.
And go and get some tequila.
I go in Mexico.
Yeah. Or you could be like that fella. I go into Panama.
Yo quiero Taco Bell. Nothing.
Many times you will use both of them. Yo quiero Taco Bell. What's yo quiero? What's that?
He wants a Taco Bell.
I wish.
I wish for Taco Bell.
Boy. Not speak no a little bit of Spanish, boy.
No.
If you want taco, go to Taco Bell around the coast. Oh, you in Trinidad? That Taco Bell in Trinidad? Is that Taco Bell? Not Skekes in Trinidad? You're not Skekes in Trinidad?
So we can't get nobody to tell us in Trinidad how the SOE is affecting them. Everybody down there, nobody's saying nothing. Everybody's comfortable down there.
Yeah, they're very happy.
But you ain't but Gary, you know this first song we play with?
I like it so. Trinidad is nice. Trinidad is a paradise.
Let's see if I get it again. Hold on. Let me get it again. Because no.
Diana was playing that song on her live. Where's that song?
I'm a warrior.
Yeah.
By Gypsy. I said it for you.
Oh, I'm a warrior.
Yeah. We need some warriors out there.
But wait now. We didn't address this one. Let me look at this one real quick here. Hold on. We didn't talk about this. Hold on. Let me see this here. What do you think about this one here? Let me see. Look this one here. What y'all think about this?
Like the Paula Mary drama.
Yeah.
She went for a COVID test, she said.
All right, hold on.
She went for a COVID test where?
So I didn't get the
Things
volume on
come.
that. Hold on, let me try again. So what happened is that she said she went for a COVID test, and she did not go for
A third shot.
no, right. She didn't go for no vaccination
Where she went to for the COVID test?
at
Kings
County.
County.
Kings County?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where, in the US?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in the US. Well, no, she
New
went
York?
to take a PCR test to go back to Trinidad.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Oh,
So she
that's
was
what
in the
it said.
US.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was
She
in
was
the
in the
US.
US.
Yeah.
Yep, she was in the
And
US.
she went to Kings County to take a PCR test to go take the trip.
To go back home.
To go back home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it, though?
Of course. But why they started Bacchanal that she went for a
A
vaccination?
third shot.
Well, I think Kings County put that out.
Mm-hmm. And then they
They
had to
did?
retract it. Yeah.
Yeah, Kings County put it out. And then Kings County had also take back. They had also delete the tweet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why would they do
Right?
that?
I don't know. Stephen Rice this morning on his program addressed it, and it made sense. And it showed
No,
the error. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And I showed the error, the incorrect posting, and then they came out, and I don't know if they were coaxed or advised.
Maybe there's
But
some Trinidadian working over there that was in on it.
I don't know, Gary, but we have to go with what they follow the paper trail.
Yeah.
They came out and they corrected their posting, and they said it wasn't an injection, but a COVID piece. But my thing is,
Well, Kings County doing the
wait,
test
wait,
free. They're doing the test
wait,
free.
wait,
That's why
wait,
a lot of people go there.
the only thing I have with that, the picture they showed, she was getting stuck in her arm. I thought the COVID test is sticking up your nose.
No, that test was when she was taking the vaccine.
Right. So okay. So that was the only problem I had with all the whole melee, because I was connecting the dots. I thought the PCR test, they stick the thing up your nose. So they use a picture where she was getting the vaccine.
Yeah.
And
That's what it
right. So that was the confusion I had there.
That picture was from Kings County, or it was from somebody in...
I don't know.
No.
Yeah, it was
what
Kings
it was,
County.
Right? This what it was. They had two pictures. One picture was when she took the second dose of vaccine, and they were sticking her in her arm. The second picture was the picture with her taking the pictures with the people in Kings County. And the third picture was
so it was a
picture of the
mixture of
tweet.
things.
Right. The third picture was a picture of the tweet that was deleted. Right. And I want to think that it was a mistake. That's what I want to think. That it was a big mistake, and they wasn't trying to hide anything.
Yeah.
And it was a mischief.
It looked mischievous.
I thought so too.
Let me see if I get this thing to play here. This thing like I don't want to play.
You can't jump on everything, right? I looked at it and I weighed the pros and cons. But PCR tests, unless it was an antigen antibody test, we were drawing blood, right? But you see, so she said PCR test.
Why ain't getting no volume from this thing?
No audio.
Yeah, hold on.
Good afternoon to the viewing and listening public, and good afternoon to members of the media present. I thank you for attending this very hastily arranged media conference. As you can tell from my extremely casual wear, I was on my way home from the airport, or expecting to go home directly from the airport, when it came to my attention on arrival at Piarco that there had been something of a firestorm, I suppose you can call it, out of the issue of a tweet issued by the Kings County Hospital in New York. I am here in person to set the record straight and to say right off from the beginning, the tweet was incorrect insofar as it said that I went to the hospital for the purpose of being vaccinated. On Monday this week, the 23rd, the hospital was very kind to accommodate me and 2 other members of the Office of President staff who traveled with me to have our PCR test done so that we could comply with the rules and regulations of re-entry into the country. Let me say quite clearly that I have had 2 vaccinations done. The first was on, it was April the 6th, and the second on June the 7th at the Diego Martin Health Facility and at the paddock of the Queen's Park Savannah, respectively. I have had no other vaccine, booster or otherwise, nor has any other vaccine been suggested to me to take. So please let me make it clear, I had no vaccination in New York, and what I did was the PCR test, and I would take this opportunity to record my thanks to the Kings County Hospital. I understand that they have since corrected their tweet when we drew it to their attention.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I just turn the video over now.
Oh, yeah.
Cheryl Paul.
Yeah, she was there. Yes.
So I think that's about.
Yeah. And they can't jump on everything, and oh, she did, you don't want to take that. Yeah, she did a PCR test. She did a PCR test.
Yeah,
why she
yeah.
I want to know why couldn't she have privacy? Why they had to tweet it?
Yeah.
Well, I
because
mean,
you don't
come
want
on,
nobody
Tommy,
tweeting you.
if you have a president coming there, Ellis, welcome, boy. Ellis just jump in. Ellis, we cannot say, because I mean, you just come up, you just come up with some good Tommy Joseph ones. This is the way I look at it. When it first came out, I said, nah, boy, something fishy. You understand? But then when she said she went for a PCR test, I said, well, that could make some kind of sense. That you're coming back to Trinidad and you have to go and take a PCR test, and you went to Kings County to take a PCR test. And of course, if you're the president of any country, Kings County wants to highlight that you come in there to take a PCR test. That's good public relations. But somebody mess up the whole thing. Hey, Diana, guess who come back?
Yeah, Ron. But you say you're leaving again.
Ron, welcome back, Ron, boy. Ron. Ronnie, welcome, Ronnie.
And he call you the beta male host.
What you call me?
He gone again.
He gone again. Oh God! But the boy does, like he's a minute man.
He gone again, everybody.
Hey, Ron, like you just done quick, boy.
He gone again.
30 seconds. 30 seconds and you're going, man.
And quick with them mad face, boy. Oh, boy.
Yeah, and you want to run against me? Nah, boy.
Oh, you always so vexed, boy.
The man coming quick and going quick.
Anyway, I just wanted to, as I remember, I want to bring it to you guys' attention. Up until this point, there has been no response from the government in reference to this oil spill. And there are people down there who are voluntarily doing the cleanup for the wildlife and the birds and stuff like that. So I mean, this is something that is very serious. Has affected the fish that you have to eat from the ocean there. And then this, I mean, the people need to take action on this. They need to address the government on this situation. Up until this point, No response, no acknowledgement from the government, no government agency.
You know, what's funny that I was mentioning that oil spill to someone, and they were telling me that the whole thing is under control and this and that. I said, wow.
Under control where? I got the pictures. I send you guys the pictures.
Yeah, I see
Send you the
it.
pictures. I'm in touch with 2 people that's in charge, and we need to bring back Gary Aboud and his team here. Because they are doing everything to muzzle them down there. In the sense that they're not giving any. No, the government not bringing this in the public domain at all. No discussion. There's no press down there. Everything's on Facebook. There's a young lady leading a volunteer operation. And then there's Gary Aboud out there, but there's no support. I seen some kind of little thing there where the police went out to train them to use a flare. But I mean, is I don't know. I really don't understand. This is the situation there is life threatening. We depend on the fishermen for the food. I mean, why are we not working in a much better way with them, assisting them with communication devices and for the boats and stuff like that? They should have
One
CB
moment, Gary. Top of the hour answer.
Yeah. Hold the thought. Of course, it's in the village with the DAG Triplets and WZYE 95.9 FM. Ellis inside, and I'll go read Ellis' comment when we come back. Of course, folks, we come to you every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 9 p.m. That's 7 to 9 p.m. Let's go for a quick station identification and we'll be right
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Yeah, let me put up Gary. Go ahead and finish, Gary. Gary. All right, Gary, go come back. Look. There's what that one little Ron Horner said. Honestly, go ahead, Gary.
Just for you some information there again. There is a Facebook that this young lady has there that she's doing the volunteer cleanup, and I mean, I'm happy to see that she's getting the volunteer help, but this needs some serious equipment to clean up this oil spill on the ocean floor and what's floating around there too. I mean, this is people are going to get toxic fish to eat. Not a word from the government. Not a word from the government. We have a security issues with the fishermen. So we need to be able to work with these people, in a more better manner than what's been going on. The government just don't care. Why do we have to always be at a tug of war with this government to do the right thing? Not one thing. They don't care about nobody. No matter who you are, they don't care about nobody. We have Big Bad Rowley there, and he could bark and boof everybody.
They care about life, not livelihood.
Yeah, I mean the entire country depends on these fishermen, man. This is serious business, long-lasting effect. In the US, they would have held that oil company responsible,
liable,
for cleanup, and liable. Well, we don't have a justice system on the side. We can't go to court against the government in any issue because the court justice system is totally drunk on Balizé juice. We need a major cleanup, but we need a major overhaul. We need a major overhaul, and you could see that the reporters are under restraint in the country.
We need a holistic solution. We don't need no band-aids and no take this and call me anymore. And we need a holistic solution.
Yeah, take a Panadol. Solve everything. Yeah, solve everything in a Panadol. You go there with a heart attack in the hospital to get a Panadol,
Oh Lord, I truly hope that at least our youths would get the message and do the right thing
but they need support. The youths need organization. They need an organization structure on how to press forward.
But organizing in these times are a lot more easier now that like I said, the devices they have in their hands is the communication tool that makes it easier than
I
ever
mentioned that,
before.
but the thing about it, we use it for mischievous things. We don't use it constructively.
Well, somebody has to guide. Somebody has to guide them and rope them all in. Not only that, it should make linking up with the other youths in the other islands a lot easier too,
Well,
because of
we
the
had to have a serious
devices.
conversation with Jason and Clemente and Welch and these guys, and they need to form a coalition and they need to share ideas,
And yeah,
and collaborate with each other. This can't be your thing and my thing. This is our thing.
they,
I mean,
yeah,
them guys' age group. They are the future of the country. They had to come together.
that's right. The future is no longer in the school bags; it's in their devices,
And it's in their
Correct, correct.
hands. It's in their hands.
right in
Yeah.
their hands, in everybody's hands. These
Yeah.
smartphones, they could be used for more than some of the nefarious things that some of them use it for.
The government of Egypt was overthrown by Facebook.
See,
By Facebook.
Me,
Everybody was.
Ellis said I was in the parliament yesterday. I took part. My lights and horns. I had a walk. I told the leader of the protest thanks and that I love him for speaking for the voiceless. Well, all right, Ellis.
Yeah.
Let me tell you
Yeah.
guys something. Print some T-shirt, remove the SOE, and walk the street with it. You don't have to make no noise. If they say disturbing the peace, print some T-shirt. Get some cheap T-shirt and print, remove the SOE. And you have to shout and scream at nobody. Walk peacefully and wear the T-shirt. Put a sign in front of your house.
I'm even going a step further. I'm saying that whatever it is you're doing, send it viral.
Yeah.
Send it viral. Make your opinions and protests go viral. You have your device. Everybody has a device in their hand
All
now.
them young people have
Everybody, your phone is a device.
Yeah, like long time everybody have expensive sneakers. None of them have expensive phone. They might not even have some food to eat, but they have expensive phone.
They have a device, so they can communicate. They can link up. And that's why I'm saying that they can link up overseas too.
But Diana, I didn't see this comment, and I see you respond to it. Thank you very much. The little pauter says, this alpha male have to deal with that beta male host. Diana answer, Ron, drive your truck now.
Yeah.
I missed it today. Actually, I missed it.
And then he come back here for people to treat him like Boboil.
Oh God.
Ron, hey look, he said my partner vote PNM, and he said he opened the fridge yesterday and he seen the neighbor backyard.
But folks,
That's a good one. I think that's your best one so far. That's your best one. That's our best day. That's our first best. Yeah, that's our first best. Go ahead, Tony.
But on a serious note, I mean, what we should be trying to do also in this village is make links with people in all the different islands and somehow try to increase our listenership in other islands and set up a way to link, especially in the youthful area.
I have a group of students in Jamaica,
demographic.
Trinidadian students that are new in Jamaica. I send the link to them and the program to them. We have a group of students in Barbados, the Trinidad and Tobago students, that I send it to them. They can be ambassadors to the cause and they can stand for their country from where they're at, just like how we do it.
Right.
The opportunity is open.
What we need to do is also focus on some of the issues in these other islands and show the youths that the problems that they are facing is not unique to them, because I'm sure a lot of them have the same issues going on.
But that could work too. I mean, but the thing about it, we having such a hard time getting Trinidad people to unite.
We focusing on older heads. We have to change our focus.
No, we're not focusing on. We're grabbing everybody. This message is sent to everybody.
I know, but some there are those who you just have to write off. Sometimes, anyway, sometimes you just have to write off the older heads and focus on the young.
But when this is shared on social media, most of the young people on social media, this is gone. You know how many Facebook group this program goes on that I blast it out on? So, so I mean that's how we
have to get. We have to get on just get a little bit more serious with our links to the youth and network them. We got to network them because it's easier to network them now with these devices that are in all of their hands.
Anselm Ellis giving it to you tonight. Ellis
let them change. Let them. Let the change start coming from bottom up.
Because the issue is serious. We got people suffering in the country. They can't get medication. They can't get, you can't get no proper medication at the hospital. I mean, somebody contacted me that part of my team there that went home. Her father was waiting 3 years for angio. Okay.
Wow.
So
he could have expired in that time.
So I mean, we're dealing with a real serious situation. We've seen the video where the guy went with Mount Hope with his wife. I never get any feedback on that. The guy, what happened? What was the situation there with him? So I mean, we are dealing. Why these guys making joke and fun? We have some serious issues on the country, and they wouldn't bring it forward. They'd come in the chat and making joke. Tell us what's going on in the country. There's no joking matter here. If, I mean, joke and fun, yes, it's a little, but I mean, you are facing a critical situation in the country there. People are suffering. Your food is being, contaminated by oil, and government is not making any move. You have to put some pressure on the government. You live there, and we could bark as much on this side, but you guys, you're on the ground. You have to stand up. This is not a joking matter, man. Come on, get real.
But Diana, I know you was laughing. I know you're laughing at Ellis. Ellis said, Diana, I love you more than ever. After that licks I see you put on Wall Street. You see how Wall Street agree with everything you say? And that's what P&M normally do. Ellis is a real comedian. Oh God. But Gary, listen to this, You know that we are very serious here in the village, and there are times when we are serious because we are fighting causes in Trinidad, and we're very serious about that. But boy, it is important that we have to laugh to exercise them.
No. I understand that, but when I'm talking about the people on the ground, the people in the chat, I mean, I need them to get real. We serious about the fight. I mean, the level fun, yes, we Trinidad.
No, but I think they are real in the fight because here what it is, Gary boy. Those people are actually in the struggle. They are on the ground, and they are facing it daily, boy. They're locked up in their house. Right, when 9 o'clock come in the night, they have to stay inside your house. If I want to go outside 9 o'clock now, I could go outside 9 o'clock. I could go drive down the road. I could go and buy a vegan burger down the road. Or I could go by Sarah and buy a Morby and a sorrel. You understand? And then people and them, if they try to go and march around the Red House, right? One of them might want to walk. One of them. Right? Police might come and lock them up, or they might not lock them up.
Yeah, but they can't lock up 10,000 people.
Not just that, but who do you blame? They have nobody to blame but themselves for their situation.
They have to stand up.
Answer, what do you say all the time?
What is that?
Comrades,
the circumstances.
You determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become.
It reminds me, when I used to fight in school. And then you're defending somebody. You have 10 people behind you, right? They're all using their mouth. And when the fight starts, them leave you there fighting and them gone, That's the same thing you see happening.
But
They
we
run
see
and hide.
we saw the imam walk around the Red House with the Savannah there holding or wherever on the pavement holding the flag. Why he didn't have more people with him and he didn't get arrested?
Well,
So it's possible.
Where's his congregation? Where's the people from his congregation?
Thank you.
But he didn't get touched. He didn't
He
get
didn't
touched.
get touched.
Yeah. Albert Montano says, "Guy, I hear every day. Why you only worrying about Trinidad and Tobago? You're not living there." Albert Montano, listen. You know what? My family just tell me. They say, you know, you just worry more about Trinidad. Look, my wife learn about politics in Trinidad and Tobago by force. Because every time I'm in the kitchen, I have on something going on in Trinidad. You understand? And finally I decided, what was it, boy? Maybe about a few years ago, I turn off my phone now at night. Seriously, once 11 o'clock pass, I put on my phone, and if you try to call me after 11, you ain't gonna get me because I turn off my phone. I have to kind of not tune it out, but I have to get some respect to my household because all day, you know, blasting Trinidad and Tobago.
Boy, I was lying next to my wife 3 o'clock in the morning in the bed and helping stranded citizens. Okay? 3 o'clock in the morning. A turkey shot call and I jump out my bed.
Yeah.
Okay? So, I mean, my wife had to endure all of that.
But wait now.
Get out the people around the world. Different time zone.
Ulrich, why are you saying hi to Chris?
Oh Lord.
Yeah, Ulrich, that's kind of strange, you know. Yeah. That's a strange one day, boy. Chris, you see Ulrich saying hi to you, and you say hi with lowercase, not uppercase, right?
Why you starting mess, Anselm?
No, look it on the screen.
Yeah, anyway.
Hi, Chris.
He said Diana with capital D. He said my name twice. The guy couldn't have more than 5 people with him. I was there with my lady. I was lucky I didn't get a ticket. Oh dear.
Who's that? Who said that?
Ellis. That's the
yeah.
imam. He couldn't have more than 5 people with him.
You distance yourself and walk.
Distance yourself and
you just walk
they don't watch the distance. They don't know who's who with who.
Yeah,
that's it. You disperse, distance, and walk. They don't know who with who.
But I'm just saying, if 10,000 people showed up there at the parliament, they was gonna arrest everybody.
That's why I want to know.
They were gonna shoot everybody.
That's why I want to know.
1.5 million people in the country. If 100,000 people showed up.
But Gary, let me ask a question. When is the last time we had a march in Trinidad of 10,000 people?
Never.
Carnival.
But I'm just saying, but based on the nature of the situation, based on the nature of the situation in the country, with the amount of people suffering in the country, right? The amount of people crying out and reaching out to us over here because government not meeting their needs, right? This is more serious.
But Gary, look at this, right, Gary? Look how you took the baton and fight for exile and stranded citizens, and we fight for exile and stranded citizens, right? Right? It's only a few of them still stay with us, you know.
But what I'm saying to you is, a lot of man wish me well, but they jump in the fight.
But what I'm saying to you, there's only a few of them that went back to Trinidad and continue the fight.
They're easily intimidated.
That's what's going on. But I understand too why some of them.
But they're following, they're listening what's going on.
The government, they get paid from the government.
Because it have about 200 people in the main chat, and in the secondary chat have about 120. I had to split it up because the WhatsApp group can only hold 256. And then I saw some people just hanging there and wasting time, you know, like I don't know what they was there for. So I just kind of knock off about 50, you know, or so, maybe 60. Because I mean, you're not here, you're not saying nothing, you're not assisting us, you know. I mean, I cannot kick them out, you know, basically. So
but no, but Gary, you know, we are not We are not. We see. I understand that certain people need the government to put food on their table, and the last thing I want is for anybody to put themselves in a position where you're going to remove food off your table for your family. So I could understand if some people who were stranded and due to their jobs, they cannot do what they would like to do. I understand that.
But we
Right?
have a lot of people who ain't getting no food at all. Okay, and is a few businessmen might donate something with the guys in the opposition there and give them a little help. You know, that's why they get in, because there's so much discrimination against with the resources. All right, a few businessmen and ordinary citizens who really pulling this train there. You're not government supporting these people. You know, many people who went home that I helped get home is helping to feed people, but they don't say nothing. They're not publishing it. They're helping hampers. They're distributing hampers like crazy. Even like this guy here who was organized, Zaire. He had an organization, but I'm talking about people who just ordinary people. Just message me sometime if I ask them to send a hamper somewhere. They're giving out hampers behind the scene. No pictures, nothing. You know, so there are a lot of them who I help is giving out stuff. You know. You know, and we have our vice president here in Indira. She's been spending a lot of money on helping people back home. Well, you know, but she don't be saying nothing too much. You know, she helping Shara down there with some of the students. You know, sending money, cash. You know, this helping one young lady too. So you know, they're doing things, but there's not a lot of it is not brought to the forefront because they don't want to be in that. You know, they help what I ask them to do, and they do it. You know.
Gary, the powder say, Gary, be careful, wall muzzle you. Gary, I ever muzzle you?
Tell the Potter that Dr. Rowley couldn't muzzle me. Trump, I gave it to Trump when he was straight up in his Twitter.
Let me probably Potter could. The Potter say, Gary, careful before wall muzzle you. Eh?
Yeah.
Eh?
I tell Dr. Rowley, I tell Short Chung, I tell all of them, I say, all this man called me and tell me a lie.
Yeah, I could muzzle Gary. The Potter, I could muzzle him.
Yeah, look all right, Maurice.
They might know the Phantom boy. They might know the Phantom.
Look all right, Maurice. Look all right, Maurice comment answer.
Yeah, that's making couture boy.
Look all right, Maurice. Look.
Miss Diana, did someone propose to you? I find how you look different tonight.
Yeah, a bee sting me.
Ask them.
A male bee.
How much people they help so far.
A male bee stings on the left side of your neck. It is stings on the right side. It stings on the left side.
Yeah, that's the proposal again. Have my neck here hot.
A male bee this year hickey.
I was going to my mailbox and this thing here fly from the bush, the head from in there, and sting me here and my neck hot and swollen.
Yeah. I need them to go help Gary Abu with that cleanup that oil spill down there in the Gulf. They can volunteer down there too.
Yeah.
Awesome. And Diana and Gary, I am getting a little tired.
Yeah, we go catch up. I'm going to say good night to myself. So, all right then. So good night, Tommy, and I'm going to say good night myself. Good night, everybody. Diana and Sam, we go catch up.
All right, cool. Cool. Go ahead, Tommy.
You know, we're wondering how we're talking about uniting, and my pet peeve has been Caribbean unity for God knows how long. That's why when I got the call to join the Caribbean Commission here in the city, it was something I couldn't say no to, because I guess everybody in this area knows that I've been pushing Caribbean unity, and I really applauded what the mayor saw in that effort when he said, "Look, I'm going to have a commission which is going to be for the entire Caribbean, bringing representative from each Caribbean island that I could possibly put together here, and let's see if we can get them working together and to get the spirit of unity in our community." And last time, what was it? Tuesday, we talked, and I ended with some of my thoughts, and there, there's just so much more that I have in my mind and that I've been thinking about as far as the Caribbean is concerned, because I still do believe that we need a holistic solution to fix all the ills that we are facing as a Caribbean community. I listened to Mia Motley today, and I felt encouraged. Except I needed, in my mind, I needed her to go a little bit further in expressing ideas to bring the region together. She may be she could be the catalyst because of her attitude. She has an attitude that's gonna take us to a higher place as a region, instead of just using the word Caribbean, and even focusing on the Caribbean, what they call it, CARICOM, which seems to be CARIGO as far as I'm concerned, because it ain't doing nothing for the people as a whole anyway. You know, we say how can we possibly pull off a unity? But we realize that water is the boundary line, and it no longer is a problem. The ability to communicate instantaneously is real. The focus of the effort has to be youth centered, since again they are the future. They are truly the future, and their security is at stake. Resistance will be experienced from the older heads, especially the ones who hold power and are feeling at the political troughs. But the youths are aware of the continued corruption and abuse of power meted out to them by the current systems that are in place. Nevertheless, time will force the society to exercise major upgrades that warrants political and economic reforms. Yep. United, we will prosper. Divided, we will suffer. One Caribbean is an opportunity for a real Caribbean solution. That's my opinion. Humbly, my opinion. Anyway, I thank you guys for putting up with me tonight again. And those in the chat, good night. Good night to everyone. I'll talk to you guys again on Saturday, God willing. All right?
All right, Tommy. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Ellis, you see this comment? And I have it up on the screen. Eh? This comment made 100% sense. Eh? We live in a country where it's okay for a top call to call us cockroaches. Let me repeat that. Eh? We live in a country where it's okay for a top cop, a commissioner of police, to call people cockroaches. Cockroaches are the worst thing that poor people had to deal with. The worst of the worst. And imagine that we have a person who's supposed to be an example for people in our country to follow, and you calling people cockroaches. And Ellis goes on to say, and kill us in cold blood. Our TTPS is rated as one of the most corrupt and murderous gang in the Caribbean. I don't have the statistics for that. I'm just reading Ellis' post. And Ellis' post, that post make full 100 cents. Right? And it's unbelievable. Right? That people will say, yeah, he right, because they're cockroaches. Right? So what do we expect? What do we expect? What else do we expect from Gary Griffith? What do we expect from him? The most extrajudicial killing of under any commissioner of police in Trinidad and Tobago. And let me tell you all of this, And this is not alleged. This is not alleged. I can say this for a fact. I can say this for a fact that he have told his officers to shoot first. I ain't asking all you know, eh? I'm telling all you, is a fact. And I get that from inside sources. He told them, shoot first. That's why there's so much extrajudicial killing in Trinidad and Tobago under his watch. Always want to know what I think about unmarried women being president. I don't really care, you know. I mean, anybody could be president, married, unmarried, whoever it is. You know, it doesn't matter. Albert Montano says, I'm going on 76 years in October and believe in the Caribbean Federation for us to go forward. Ellis says, I've reached a point in my life where I'm not even scared to die. Diana, I stand by that, Diana. Yesterday, I kissed my wife and daughter and told them, if I die protesting, don't cry. Listen, until you are going to die, until you are going to able to stand up and die for something, we just spinning top in mud. Right? Cheese Stick says, protest won't change anything in Trinidad right now. It could be 1.4 million. Nothing will change unless the protest is a, nah, I don't think so, Cheese Stick. And that will make the country muscleless. Yeah, I don't believe in us doing that. Alice says, I've seen a lot of people get murdered by police gun. We in Trinidad celebrate. We even say that the top cop should get another term. We live in a violent society. You know something? Let me do this real quick, eh? Hey, Diana, Ron said people are going on bed and sleep. I'm moving early. Ron, why does bed so late, boy? She stay good night. Eh? Diana, I want to do something real quick.
Okay.
Let me do this here. I want to see if I could do this. I'm trying this for the first time. Eh? I want to do something. I want to show you something. Chrome tab. Share. I'm going to see something. I'm going to see something. Open. I'll try something for the first time here. Open when done. Diana, you seen that on the screen?
With a lot of lines.
Or you don't see a PowerPoint?
Like a PowerPoint presentation, but I'm not seeing anything opening.
Not anything opening, all right. I did that before and it opened. All right, let me see if I get it here. No, that's not it either.
How long is
it? All right. What about this? You seen that? Let me see if I do this. What about that? You seen it?
Just to the same list.
You seen police divisions, number of murders by police division for the period 2005-2020? Seen that?
A list of stuff. Yep.
All right, and then you see numbers at the bottom, totals. Well, let me just read out the totals, right? In 2015, there was 420 reported murders. In 2016, there was 462 reported murders. In 2017, there was 495 reported murders. In 2018, it was 517 reported murders. In 2019, there was 539 reported murders. And in 2020, there was 399 reported murders. Right? Now, when did Gary Griffith came as the COP? Now I'm asking you guys in the chat that question because I don't remember. I don't remember. I'm going to stop this. Right? And that is just to show you. You see, I like to deal with facts. I don't like to make stuff up. Right? I don't like to make stuff up. So, you know? Yeah, I don't like to make stuff up. Yeah, all right. What are you saying is facts? Or Ron saying Gigi's a PNM appointee. His loyalty lies with the PNM. He sings for his supper. One shot, one kill is his mantra. Run. Full 100, eh? Oh, God. I thought he was going to bid. But a good thing he ain't going to bid. You see when you go and bid, what has happened? You're thinking straight. Run. You see that one? I'm going to put that one up there, Run. You still there? Run. You see that? One shot, one kill. Full 100. You know, and we, until we, as a people, gonna stand up and say, listen, even though you supporting the fella, but when the fella come out and call people cockroaches, right? All they're supposed to take to social media and denounce that. This is how I took to social media and denounce the PNM policy with respect to exile and stranded citizens. You know, but we just conveniently pick and choose. We just conveniently pick and choose, right? What we want to deal with. Yeah. Or you have a commissioner of police calling people. And listen to this one, eh? The police commissioner says that he could give out handguns. There is no law in Trinidad and Tobago, and this come from a senior counsel, and this come from the former COP, Stephen Williams. You may not like Stephen Williams, right? But the law is the law. The law is the law. It is my understanding that Gary Griffith give out 5 gun license to one individual. 5. What a fella do with 5 guns? He must be going, he must have a fishing gun, a hunting gun, a touring gun, a hanging out gun, and a carnival gun. How one person will get 5 guns in Trinidad and Tobago? What are you doing with 5 guns? 5! But all you, in spite of all the braggadocious and the type of look at the statistics. I want to look at the statistics. And that's it, the statistics. I want to look at the facts. Right? So folks, of course, let me just read these last 2 comments here. Ron says, I was always against some of his policies. Yeah, do you know he's acting illegally right now? Of course, Eric. I mean, Ulrich. Right? Ellis says, give me death or give me justice. I put up defense every time police stop me. I might be wrong for that, but I have to defend myself from bandits and police. Ellis says, when these people protest on the beacon, it has people in this country celebrate that because they want to point fingers at someone to take their attention away from the wrong that they are doing. Yeah. Ulrich says that is situation, that is still a banana republic. You know, until when doesn't matter who is doing the wrong, until we stand up against those wrongs, we're going to continue down the same road and expect to get different results. Right? Ulrich, I mean, Ellis, what year was that? Ron said, no, Ron. You see this, Ron? Look at this here. And after these 2 comments, we're going to close after these 2 comments. Who are we going to have put closing comments, boy? Who on? I actually wanted to do something a little different tonight, Diana. But, all right. So, Mark Daniel, put your closing comments in the chat. And Mark Daniel and who were you? And Albert Montano. Put closing comments in the chat. Mark Daniel and Albert Montano. Okay. All right. So Ron says a man got stuck in the mud in Beetham yesterday, 1 p.m. Instead, the residents helped them. They robbed him his gold chain at knife point. Luckily, he had a licensed firearm. They scatter. Okay? So I am very happy that the guy had a licensed firearm in order to protect himself. That's good, right? But are we saying that 90% of the people on the beatum, right, have this type of behavior? Are we saying it's the majority or there's a minority of people who have that behavior? Because many times we want to look at the minority behavior, right, and take that same behavior into the majority. So we have to ask ourselves that question, right? Eric says, we are not standing because we don't want the party to look bad. That is true, you know. That is true. That is very true. Because they tell me, well, Wall Street, why you trying to make the party look bad? Eh? How you mean I trying to make the party look bad? How I trying to make the party look bad? I trying the party to get better. I'm not trying to make nobody look bad. But you see, we continue to defend. We like the Soca Warriors. Remember the Soca Warriors play Mexico last time? All they doing was defending. Defending. But they draw anyway. So folks, in the words of Theodore Roosevelt, patriotism means to stand by the country. It does not mean to stand by the president or any public official, save exactly to the degree in which he himself stands by the country. It is patriotic to support him insofar as he efficiently serves the country. It is unpatriotic not to oppose him to the exact extent that by inefficiency or otherwise, he failed in his duty to stand by the country. In either event, it is unpatriotic not to tell the truth, whether about the president or anyone else. That's a quote by Theodore Roosevelt. Okay, Diana, go ahead.
I'm going to remind the people about the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King's views on nonviolence, but using nonviolence to address oppression. Oppression can last a long time and have many consequences, but resistance has the power to overcome oppression and shorten its length. The great Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King spoke of oppression and explained 3 ways on how people could deal with that oppression. The first way is through acquiescence, which means to reluctantly accept something without protest. He described it as a type of negative freedom and resignation that engulfs the life of the oppressed. To accept passively an unjust system is to cooperate with that system. The second is resorting to physical violence. He believed that we should never use violence. We can never bring peace that way, and it seems to be the last resort. The old eye for an eye only leaves everyone blind, and this system promotes more violence. The third is non-violent resistance that strives to reconcile between 2 opposite sides. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. believed in this method. He believed that no individual or group need to submit to any wrong, nor need anyone resorts to violence in order to right a wrong. Non-violent resistance is not aimed against oppressors, but against oppression. Under its banner, consciences, not racial groups, are enlisted. Right now in Trinidad and Tobago, for many citizens, life is a struggle. I want to tell you that the struggles you are facing offer you much more value than any other time in your life. It is forcing you to become better citizens, to work on yourselves, to ensure that your futures are brighter because the establishment has failed you. You have two primary choices in life: to accept conditions as they exist, or accept the responsibility for changing those conditions. If you don't like the conditions, change them. You can let things define you, destroy you, or oppress you. It is your choice. Every morning you have two choices. Continue to sleep with the SOE, that suppression of expression, or wake up and chase your dream of becoming free from oppression. Get up, stand up for your rights. This is Diana Benskin, aka The Storm, bidding you auf Wiedersehen until we meet again on Saturday. Thank you, Mr. Nero, for joining us tonight. Auf Wiedersehen.
And let me just read a few comments here before we go. Ron says the Beatum is a society within a society. Ellis says, let me put this up in the chat. So Ron says, Beatum is a society within a society. Ellis says, most people on the Beatum are beautiful people. The only thing that they did bad was continue to support the PNM. Albert Montano says, Trinidadians have to get brave and say things when the government make mistake and the people are suffering. That's democracy, 100%, full 100. Mark says, my beloved people, let's wake up, change our mindset and take TNT forward. To the triplets, keep doing what you're doing. You all appreciate it. Pleasant good night to all. Rose says, all the police have to do is disguise. All the police have to do, let me get that one. Oh, all the police have to do is disguise and pretend it's shut down. That will help to stop all that looting and robbery. Ron says, why should I pass through Beatum and be in fear? There is no pit bull attack. It's a human like me and you. He says it's a handful of miscreants scattered all around TNT that's humiliating the entire country. Since Gigi considers himself the top cop, how can he get a handle on crime? I don't know. Ellis is a real comedian. Ellis say Wall Street clear throat. It sounds like a Nissan Skyline engine.
Oh.
Oh God. You're real good enough. All you're good enough, boy. But is a good thing I go up in Schumacher, okay? And I could take my licks. As real licks I could take, My back broad, boy. My back broad. Oh, she got fall out. Yeah, of course. Hey, who you put in the comments, man? All right, since the people in put the comments. So we're not going to go with anybody putting comments tonight. But you know what is, Diana? When we get Tommy and back here, we had to start we're going to send the link to one person at the end for them to actually give the comments. And we have to start with bringing that person into the chat. The one person.
Oh, yeah. Make sure they dress properly. But Erica
yeah.
says she's shy. She's shy. She told me.
Yeah. What we know who not coming first, right?
Yeah. Not me, boy. Not me.
We know who
We
not
bring
coming
in
first.
Ron. We bring in Ron. Get a proper haircut, Ron. And we want you to come on live.
Wait now. What is that one?
Want Ron to get a nice haircut. He coming on live.
Wait now. I
Oh, look. Really?
Wait now. Listen. Could Dr. Rowley get a haircut?
Ron, he said never. But Ron, I want you to come on.
Now you afraid to come on. Just like how you afraid to run the race with me, you afraid to come on. Just the same thing. I tell you, he's a afraid child.
I want you to come on, Ron. Come on.
Now you afraid. Remember Chucky sing a song Afraid, Carl? Yeah, that is Ron.
Anyway, good night, my beloved people. I've been talking all day, shouting for all you.
Yeah, good night, folks. We're gonna close with one Mystic Paula tonight.
I thought it was going to be Warrior Gypsy.
Oh, let me see if I get that. Hold on, let me see if I get it then. Hold on a minute. Warrior Gypsy.
Mark said grass dog gram bottle. You the gain your licks, boy.
Ron is licks you again. Grass dog gram bottle. You know what I mean? You know, like when you're flying a kite and you make mange. You know what is mange? Right, that is it. Grass dog gram bottle. I like that one.
He said he's not coming on for you to back him in a corner.
Who's that? Ron? You back him in a corner. He was the one that talked about race and all kind of thing. Talk about running in a race, right? He's the one that talked about it. And when I gave him a challenge, I gave him 10 meters and I'm gonna beat him by 10. He backed down. Please, man. At least I would have taken this shot. I would have taken a chance. You wanna take a chance, Anna?
Yep. So come on, bring this on. Bring Gypsy Warrior.
Warrior by Gypsy. Diana, before you go, let me say this, right? One semester, there was a kid in the class, right? I told him if he could run an 8-minute mile, I will give everybody in the class an A in the final.
They
didn't have to do the final. And I gave him a month advance notice. He's the first guy in the class that I was supposed to sit in the front of the class. And I gave him a challenge. The man even accept the challenge, you know. I said, boy, at least I would have tried, I would have tried. But the man didn't even try. Okay, here we go here. He didn't even try. That'd be like Ron. Ron,
said the only thing he could do is run his mouth.
Ron. Correct is right.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah. All right, then we go get Gypsy in here now.
Buenos noches.
Okay, folks, good night. From where I said this is it, we're going to go out tonight with Gypsy. Here we go.
Hands and leave my mind in chains. Don't say I'm free and you still washing my brain to do the things that you want me to. I've got a mind of my own. I'm gonna do what I want to do, 'cause I'm a warrior and I'm a fighter for what I stand for, and that's my total freedom. I'm a warrior and I'm a fighter, and I'm gonna fight on for my total you pretend you don't know they belong to me. By fraudulent means, you took them away. But you better get ready for the price you have to pay. I'm a warrior, and I'm a fighter for what I stand for, and that's my total warrior. I am a freedom fighter. I'm gonna fight on for my total freedom. Oh yeah. Alright. My song, your song, come on and help me sing along. Oh yeah. Alright. No. Wait a minute. I said, wait a minute. Is everybody alright? How can everybody be alright? Think about the people starving in Ethiopia. Think about my brothers struggling for power in South Africa. The wicked oppressor keep on trying to keep them under. Tell me, Lord, how long do my people have to suffer? Oh, I'm a warrior, I'm a fighter for what I stand for, and that's my total freedom. Said I'm a and I'm a fighter. I'm gonna say no, I'm gonna have to fight on for my total freedom. Yeah, oh yeah, alright. No.